Oops. I started on the green screen test. Oopsie. There we go. Oh, oops. I don't have... This is not very... I'm in a hurry. There we go.
The following video contains no real political...
Oops. Okay, I'll be back in just a moment.
Hi.
Hi, man. That's good. Oh, yeah.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
I'm just playing as myself in Overwatch. Thought I'd have some fun.
That's a nice voice, man. I like that. You a voice actor?
Maybe someday. That's the hope.
Okay.
Oh man, if you Soldier 76, I'll be Jar Jar Banks.
Oh, grouper fish.
Close. Not good enough, though.
Oh, Matt's the bug that flew off.
Not.
Would you rather me talk like this?
Or like this.
Yeah.
I could talk like the president, the best president. Number one president. Although that's only my opinion. And I'm the president, so my opinion matters more than yours.
I'm on fire. Thanks, Doc.
Nice, man.
Hey, yeah, it's what Mr. Sam.
I have to admit,
Voices
that's
you
really
guys try
good.
to do, man. I don't know. I know you guys voice act. Alright. And you guys do Joker?
You wanna know why?
Flet?
I
Oh, there you go.
Soldier 76.
There you go. That's Heath Legend.
It's because it feels like I'm playing Call of Duty.
Oh, there you go.
I just got killed by a McCree camping in a corner as I
Shit,
was
I'm good
talking
now.
about Call of Duty.
MS. Good shit, Trump. That's a good voice acting right there. That's Heath Ledger right there. What's your first voice?
Give me fat homices.
Spiegel?
It hurts us. It hurts us.
She's gonna nail, bombard you guys.
I was born.
Bane right there. That's Bane. Like that.
I didn't see the light.
That's Bane.
I was here to you, man. Now I can put down my face cam so I can actually play the game.
How about Owen Wilson? How about that?
Wow. Wow.
That's the extent of my own Wilson.
That's it. That's all you need.
Okay. Everyone get ready. Because we're going to win. And we're going to win so big.
Wait, but do you guys want to win?
Okay,
I would
I'm
like to
back.
win.
Here we go. We're going to swap off of that, and we're going to... Not PC. Oopsie. There we go. There we go. Hi, how's everybody doing today? Man, we already have a showing. Hi. I hope everyone's doing good. I'm doing phenomenal. Okay, so... last night, in between streams... I have my mic unmuted. Awesome, good. I did some grinding. We're not done with the armor. But we're close. I'm close. And then we can actually, you know, move on and use this incredibly powerful armor once it's finally fully upgraded. It is painful. So I need to do, oh, so many super kills. And I need to get a ton of solar grenade kills, arc melee kills, and I have to do the nightfall. I don't have anyone to do the nightfall with. So we got to figure that out. But for now, we're going to be doing heroic strikes. Heroic strikes, I said. We also need to change up my loadout completely because this loadout's not going to work very well for me. Okay, so we need to switch to solar. Crap, I forgot. I don't have any solar weapons on me. Dang it. Okay, so we're going to use Midnight Coupe. That one I said. And Merciless to get some high-powered solar going. and then we're going to go to Arc Strider so that we can get our ability kills done for the day. So how's everybody doing today? Anyone actually here? Ty Lin, I noticed you dropped by, dude, to give the info. I don't know if you're still here, but thank you so much, man. Thank you. Uh-oh. Why is that not working? What even is that? What's not working? What isn't working? Okay. I only just noticed the server error message. Turn that off? Okay. I don't know why that's not working. I'll mess with that in a minute, but whatever. Anyway, until then. That guy didn't realize that heroic strikes, they'll kick your butt, dude. You gotta take this really nice and slow. Like, really slow. And I said nice, it's not nice at all. It will kick your butt. Your butt will be kicked. We try to run this too fast. Is he using Skyburners? It's a random weapon. It's a random weapon. I mean, it is solar, so he's getting a massive buff on it, but still, it's just a random weapon.
Looks like the Hive don't want guests. Give me a moment. I can crack this.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Come here. No, don't kill them all. I want a kill. I need a kill. I need a throw. Come here. Something. Thank you. There we go. Got my melee kill done. Ow. Good job, dude. Good job. Well, we finally got a third. Awesome. So we're good. We should be good. We should be able to get this done. Awesome. What am I stuck on? Okay. Fine. I didn't want to not get stuck anyway. Oh, also here, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Hi. There we go. Now that's gone. Yes. Sorry, I'm not. I was in a hurry, so I'm not. I didn't like prep. I don't have. There's nothing on my noggin right now. I started. I didn't even warm up playing Destiny before stream. I just straight started the stream because I realized I was late and I just rushed in here and started the stream basically. Or I was going to be late, I should say, because I don't think I was actually too late, was I? No, actually, I don't think I was actually late at all. I think I was like perfectly on time. I just didn't want to be late because it really matters. Because I have so many viewers that really care. Maybe someday I'll have a large amount of people who are just waiting for me. Who knows? I have actually genuinely thought heavily about doing the whole Let's Play thing I was talking about yesterday. We're like doing like 2 Let's Plays, and like one will only be on DLive and one will go up. Like, or let me rephrase. Like 2 of them, and both series will go up on DLive, but one of them will only go up on DLive. That way I can promote DLive on YouTube. Like, I can build a following on YouTube and also promote DLive on YouTube at the same time. Because DLive has come out saying, not DLive, sorry, YouTube has come out saying that they don't mind advertising. Like, you can advertise it all you want as long as it's at the end of an actual video. They hate it when you make a video just to advertise, like another, just like, hey, come watch me on another platform. They don't appreciate that. But they don't mind you doing that if it's an actual video and you just mention it in there, which is how I would do it. But the thing is, you can't make a formula for that, so they'd have to actually like watch it themselves. So I mean, I doubt I would have an issue with that if I were to do that, but currently I wouldn't have an issue. Anyway, I'm maxed up on, okay, I'm maxed up on heavy. So how's everybody doing today? I don't even know if there's, yeah, I don't know how many people are watching. It says 4, but the counter must be busted because it only says there's 1 on Mixer, 1 on Twitch. So I guess it's broken. I don't know what platforms you guys are watching on. Hope you guys have a great day. Sorry I'm not I'm not fully here yet. I haven't even had my coffee. Because I usually will save coffee until I'm streaming. That way I get all hyper and crazy and ridiculous on stream. I save it for you guys. It's for you. Also, wow, heroic strikes are hard. Ow. Wow. I've never. Wow. Jesus. Wait, there's 2 people watching on Mixer? Thank you. That's insane. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, I didn't realize that killed it. I guess I just haven't played the strike very much, like, ever.
We're here to help.
Yeah, so how's your day going? Viewers? Your day's going? I don't know.
Hold on.
Hope your day's going good. What was... Oh, I'm stuck on that. Okay, where are we headed?
The whole thing is being powered by void light.
It's my favorite emote. I love it. I think I love it so much because it's just how simple it is.
Is someone there?
It's my favorite.
Hello? Hello?
There we go.
Anybody in the rig listening? I swear I just heard a voice.
We copy. Who is this?
I'm just gonna keep going and keep talking and hope that the signal gets...
Hey, that's basically how I do it.
Fueling that summoning ritual.
And so I'm gonna just keep going and keep talking, and hopefully somebody might tune in at some point in the future. And maybe I'm not completely boring.
I still don't understand how the Hive
Yay, I got a blue. That's cool. Thanks, Destiny. Hey, Manos, how you doing today, dude? And Lucy Moments. I'm so sorry that my upvote, for some reason, just aren't working today. I'm sorry. So, you won't see it notified, but it is, I did see it. Thank you so much for the upvotes.
Still there, strangers? This is Takeo 3. Don't break my heart here.
We hear you.
Good. Stay with me. Thought I was gonna have to take these murders on all by myself.
Man, Jesus. You guys ever just have a nose that refuses to stop itching? Don't know why. Whatever. Can you tell how desperate I am to just keep talking? I'm talking about how my nose itches. I don't know what to talk about. Oh, okay, here, I'll talk about that. I've been talking about this a lot the last few days. How I've been desperately hoping that the Christopher Robin movie would be good. I now want to talk about how I was right. I was right. It's exactly what I was, from what I've been told by, when I've been told. From what I've heard from reviewers and stuff, some of which I know, they've said the same thing. They're all, it's the Smurfs. It's exactly what you said it looked like. It's the Smurfs. Like, no! Disney, you had one job! Actually, you have many jobs, but still. Like, come on. You had an example of how not to do it, yet you just followed the same example. You just did the same thing. Ah, man. Disney, you ruined such a great character.
I'm looking at a hell of a summoning ritual. Biggest shrieker I've seen in all my lives. Mark my words. Something real mean and real old is gonna use that thing to lay eyes on this planet.
There we go. I'm just wasting my if you guys haven't noticed, I'm wasting my melee ability because it's a really annoying thing. It's not just, hey, get melee kills. It's no, you have to get it with the ability. So you have to just farm ability kills, which is fun, right? Waiting for like 30 minutes for your melee to recharge and then hope you actually get a kill with it rather than just whacking them with it and it takes it away. That's fun, right? I think so. Do I sound salty about this? Probably sound pretty salty about this. Yeah, I was doing this way too long yesterday, and I'm doing heroic strikes because I have to get Sakara's, or to get all the not trials, just the Osiris, the Osiris weapons. If you know Destiny, you know what I mean when I say that. I never got them because I never played heroic strikes because heroic strikes suck and serve no purpose. They're harder, and I understand why other people would like that. I don't enjoy heroic strikes at all. I hate doing them. Ow. So, yeah, I just chilling out, hanging out, getting destroyed. Why is this not working? Here, alerts and labels. While we're dead, and hopefully they're not rezzing us at the moment. Because we're just going to die again if they do. Oh, he's rezzing. Crap. Stop rezzing me. I need to die. I need to stay dead for a second. Here, I got it. I gotta go AFK. I hope I did it already. That. Hey, Blue Wise, how you doing today, dude? Just a second. I only see that. I'm not looking at the DLive second. I have to. I'm refreshing things because things aren't working, so I need to refresh real quick. Some things. I feel bad for my teammates because I'm going like kind of AFK on these with these just complete randoms. Oh, okay. Here we're camping here now. I heard that comment. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back. Like I said, I can't see it at the very second. I don't have the chat up. I just have to figure out this one thing and repost it. Just a second. View counter. I'm updating this view counter real quick. Also, wait, 2 viewers on Twitch and a viewer on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's amazing. Thank you. Oh, it's probably you, Blue Eyes. How you? Thank you. Whoever it is, thank you so much. Oh, and also thank you so much for the upvote, Blue Eyes. I don't know why my upvotes aren't working today. My upvotes just aren't working today. I don't know why. And I feel bad because I haven't had this issue in a while. Hello. Oh, why? Hello there. That's how they died, huh? That's how they died. I hate heroic strikes. This is not fun because what's fun about Destiny is the speed and the power and yada yada yada. That's why Destiny is fun. And heroic strikes are just like, you know all the things you love about Destiny? Let's take those away and just turn it into like a slow cover shooter. And I'm not actually hating on it design-wise. I'm just hating on it because I don't like it. I don't actually think they're badly designed or anything. I do not enjoy heroic strikes at all, but I have to do them to finish the moments of triumph. The moments of triumph stuff. Because I don't have all of the weapons yet. I have to grab those weapons. I have to do heroic strikes to do that.
Didn't die for nothing. Back off,
My favorite. Who was damaging me? What? Oh god. Why are the witches doing so much damage, by the way? Because wait, does heroic strikes refresh every day? I thought it was solar damage, not arc.
That'd be a great
Why are we taking so much arc
there were any
damage?
powered crystals in here.
See ya, ciao ciao. Bye bye. Anyway, dude, thank you so much for tuning in. How are you doing today, Blue Weiss?
There is a way
Hope you're
out
having a
of
good
this.
day.
What is it?
Embrace the praxic fire.
I hope you're having a great day, because I'm having a phenomenal day. I was on Restream today. Oh, cool. You checked it out? Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm using. Yeah. They have a fantastic. I love their app and everything. Or not their app, but like their services that they give. It might be. I don't know if it's overpriced or not, but it's really good. My stream is already over. It's already over. I got 1 follower happy. Awesome! Isn't it great? Oh man, just getting at least a follower is better than not having any.
This ends here.
Yeah, my streams go so slow. I don't make many followers very fast. I'm thinking about, like I keep saying, I'm thinking about trying Let's Plays. I'm thinking about doing a stream like every weekday and 2 videos a day. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. That way I can like build a following and also bring people to DLive. I'd post like one of the full Let's Play. Oh, it's working. Frig, thank you so much for the upvote. The upvote started working. I refreshed them, but it didn't seem to work, but it is now working. Apparently it fixed. Or that's incredibly old and still broke. I don't know. Maybe it's still, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I was thinking I could like build a following on YouTube, but also like kind of try to bring them over to DLive, because like I would much rather have a following on DLive, because the bigger DLive gets, the better it is for everyone on DLive, right? My God, those grenades are so powerful. Come here. This is embarrassing. Would an honor for me do anything streaming project with you? Oh, yeah. Maybe sometime. It depends. Like, it depends on what and when. If we're able to, like, line up times and stuff. Oh, Mike, thank you so much for the trail, DLive streamers. Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so my current plan or like my current train of thought about doing the whole like Let's Play thing that I keep talking about is that like maybe I would do like
It's time.
one of the two series that like I would do every day, right? One of them goes like both of them would go all the time, all the way up on YouTube or on DLive, I mean. Like all of it. And then on like YouTube, I could post like one of the full series. That way I actually build a following on YouTube that like will actually follow, because I have no following, then there's no one to bring over to DLive, right? So I like maybe help start building a following and then do like the second series, like every other day there would be an episode on YouTube. And then I could say, if you want to watch the whole thing, just head right over to DLive and you can, they're all there. That way I'll still be hopefully in theory, building a following on YouTube, but most of it will be on DLive, right? That's my train of thought currently. No, really? I sacrificed myself to save you guys, and you guys just go camp in a corner. Like, you can't even camp in a corner properly. I hate public events. Not fun at all.
You did not.
For me, at least. That guy has a black hammer and he died. How do you die when you have the black hammer? If you're good enough to get that, how did you die? How did I realize to use Restream with DLive? They don't support it. You have to pay for it to use DLive, because you have to use the custom URLs. You have to pay Restream to let you do it, because I'm using OBS. Yeah. I don't like any of the other platforms. I've tried several of the others. The default OBS is my favorite, just personally. But like, everyone has different preferences. The thing is, no matter who you ask, OBS is the most popular, but it's not necessarily the best. It just depends on who you ask. Like, what matters to that person. For me, it's a quality thing that is completely free. Even though it's not as good technically as the other ones, it's free. So, is free better if it's almost as good? Some people think so, some people don't. It's completely up to preference. It's all preference. So, yeah, that's how I look at it. Like I said, though, I do use OBS. For me, the other ones don't. Yeah, the classic OBS. Slobs is okay, but it's not my favorite. Once again, like I said, ow, please stop. Please leave me alone. Give me all the orbs. Yeah.
It's time.
Will you stop running away, please? Ow. Okay, thanks. I didn't realize there was a witch there. That was my fault. Please, somebody pick me up. If these guys die again, so help me, Lord. Okay. We're killing these guys first. Oh, yeah. Thank Sophia, darling, and love prevails as always. Thank you guys so much for the upvotes. Thank you. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, got it. At least I got it. Okay. Oh boy. Hey, we won. Awesome. Yay! Please, it didn't give me it. It didn't give it to me. I didn't get it. I didn't get one of the things I needed. Oh, I did! That's what I needed! Yes! Okay, there we go. Oh, thank you. That's one of the things I needed.
Let's get back to command.
Okay, I'm gonna need a lot of these. And they're a rare drop. And they're a rare random drop. Yay, my favorite. Anyway, we're heading to... I said we're heading to... I can't remember the planet's name. What's the planet called? I'm completely... Mercury! That's the one! I don't know why I wanted to start it with an N, not an M. And that's what was throwing me off. I'm like, no, it starts with an N. My brain's like, no, it starts with an N. Like, that, if it doesn't, though. Anyway. Really paying? Oh, yeah, the thing is, for me, Restream is cool enough for me that I'm willing to pay for it. It's cool in my, like I like it enough to pay them for it. Personally. But everyone has their own preferences. I'm almost done with Arc Melee. Thank you. Because what was I saying? Super kills, fairly easy, and then the Arc melee grenade kills, I mean, are I'm pretty sure gonna be pretty easy as well. Is it 19 a month? I'm pretty sure I only paid like 15 a month. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, but for me, it's worth it because I'm building a following now on all 4 platforms. It's worth it to me. But like I said, it's not worth it for everybody. Like everyone's different. If it's not worth it for you, then don't get it. It's how I do it though. So it's all preference. Complete not you. Oh, okay. I'm gonna grab this obviously real quick. I'm just not sure whether or not I want to partake in this heroic event or partake in this event. Who knows? Maybe we just got the melee kills done. We can stop worrying about that. Because that's like my least favorite. That was the thing I was actually dreading the most just because it's annoying.
I have a reading on Saint 14's location.
The support said to me it isn't possible to do it with the... I'm doing it. I guess he just didn't know what he was talking about because I'm doing it right now.
Get right on that.
Is this all my imagination? Have I been imagining this the whole time? Is this why DLive doesn't upvote me anymore? Is because I'm not actually on DLive? I hear voices in here. Make it all creepy. Okay, the event's coming. We're not waiting for the event. Screw that. We're waiting. Losi, thank you so much for the upvotes, dude. Losi usually comes in with a trail. Yeah, I love going to this place. It's my favorite. Oh, yeah! There they are. I knew they were coming. You're always so gracious, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. It helps brighten my day. Even more... Wait. Never mind. Whatever.
Saint 14 has been lost all this
that was... Did you hear that? His voice, like, glitched. Or maybe that was just my imagination. It was weird.
Probably lecturing a Vex.
Sakira, you're my goal right now. I need to get your ghost shell.
Should be fine.
Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Don't mind me. I'm just passing right on through. Pretend I'm not here. Please. Why, hello? You know what? Screw it. We're going to use a melee real quick on one of these. Since they're weak, and the faster I use it, the faster it recharges for next time. There you go. Yeah. I don't know what this mission is going to entail, to be honest. Yeah. Patch notes! Thank you so much for the info, dude. Thank you. Dude. I think I say the same thing every time. Thank you so much for the info, dude. 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 Let's go. Yeah. So. Ooh, why hello there. I said pick this up. Thank you. I don't even know why I picked that up. I just wanted it. Where's the demon? Where's the demon? Oh yeah! Hey, Hitmoncho. Choi. Hitmoncho, thank you so much for the info. I hope I'm pretty sure it's Hitmoncho. Oh, you're the demon. I didn't realize. You're the only demon? There we go. Yep, only demon. I don't know why they're called demons, but that's what they are. The things that seal off these gates. For some reason they're called demons. Okay. There's a wall there now. Hey, come here. Please come here. Thank you. Hi. So happen to run into you. You're the only one? Nope, you're not the only one. Hi. Was that it? Nope. There's still more. Oh, hi. That was it. There we go. Yep, that was it. And then we can go through. This area is so annoying. We're gonna make it, guys. We got it. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Yeah! Do you see that? That was lame. It served no purpose. I could have just easily gone around. I just thought it would be cool and fun. Because this place is so boring. This place, in theory, is super cool. But man, is it boring to actually play. Because you just want to run past it all. You just want to be like, can I please just, like, not do this, or Bungie? Can I please just not do this? I'm begging you. Yeah. That's why this potentially cool area is not very cool. I didn't mean it. Okay, come here. I meant to chuck the, or hit you with that. I just so happened my finger slipped. Okay, where's the demons? Oh, actually this is a good spot for this. There we go. That's a lot of them down. Excuse me. Okay, now where's the... oh, hi. You're the only one? That was the only one? Really? Just like the one red health bar witch? Really? That was easy. Excuse me. Oh, climb. Okay. I said okay. Hi. Okay, so there's more demons here. Oh, don't. Thank you. Okay, where's the demons? Hi, demon. Eat that. That was it. We're good. Do you hear that sound? That signifies that we're going. Okay, I need to think of something to talk about, or like, I need a conversation. I need to have this conversation, whether it's with myself or not. There needs to be something other than just talking about how this place is boring. Yes. Okay, so I don't know what games I would, if I, like I keep saying, I'm thinking about doing the Let's Play thing. I don't know what games I would do, or like what I would start off with. I really want to do Kingdom Hearts before Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. And I was thinking, like, Kingdom Hearts would not be a good streaming game. Like, not at all be a good streaming game. Where's the demon? You the demon? You're not the demon. Where's the demon? Okay, I don't see a demon. Where's the demon? You the demon? You don't say demon. That was... Okay, apparently he was a demon. He didn't say demon, but it worked. So, I'll move on. I'm looking for Saint... Yeah, Saint 14. Cool. That's a fun bit of lore for the Destiny universe. I'm gonna go find Saint 14's corpse, I think. You guys don't know who Saint 14... his helmet was one of the best helmets in Destiny 1. The Helm of Saint 14. Hey, I have an idea. Die. Final place on my thing. Where are you? Thank you. Yeah, so Helm of Saint 14. The Helm of Saint 14 was a helmet for the Titan that, if you know what the Word of Dawn is, it's a, what most people just called it the bubble. It's a big purple shield that Titans could place down in Destiny 1 and in Destiny 2, except it doesn't do anything in Destiny 2, so no one uses it. But in Destiny 1, it was incredibly popular and very much used. It was used like all the time. Everyone had it. Every team had a bubble because it was like required for half the game. So you have the bubble, and the Helm of Saint 14 made it. It was one of the most powerful weapons in the game because what it did was
Vex are quite the decorators, aren't they?
Oh yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, I've been here before, Ghost. What are you talking about? What was I saying? Yes, Helm of Saint 14. So what it would do is DLive has a custom. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you have to add into that. And it's really simple and easy, actually.
Beyond that gate.
Hi. Yes. Okay, but yeah, so the Helm of Saint 14, I keep saying that, and I'm getting distracted. Whenever an enemy would walk into your bubble, it would instantly blind them, and they would, like, walk out and stagger, and they wouldn't really shoot because they couldn't see. No, so, your RTMP, that's the like the big long code, the server code you need to put into OBS to stream on DLive. But instead of putting it into OBS, you just put it into Restream, and then you put Restream's RTMP into OBS instead. So then OBS is, instead of sending your signal to DLive, your OBS is no longer sending your signal to DLive. It's sending it to Restream, and Restream is sending it to DLive. That's how that works. That's how Restream works. Is it? You're actually sending your signal then to.
Both? Take out the mind, take down the gate. It's true in pretty much every reality.
Yeah, like I said though. Yeah, so like it's sending it to all the different platforms that you're streaming with. Oh, I'm already on the weapon I wanted to use. Love this weapon. It's been forever since people like really used the Merciless, which is that weapon I was just using. Everyone forgets that weapon existed. Hi. It's a lot of enemies for me to just for you to randomly just want me to kill them all. That's why I wasn't shooting at first, because I thought it was gonna be like they suddenly aren't hostile for some reason because I'm not paying attention to what's going on, what's actually going on in the mission. Because of how many spawn at like at the same time, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like a cutscene or something. But now I feel stupid for that because Bungie would never make a cutscene like that. They just have the ghost tell you about it. Yes. Can I scan, please?
Oh yeah!
Shadow, thank you so much for the info, dude. Looking forward to. Oh, I don't think he's actually tuned in. Whatever. I hope he's having a great day. I remember when people were trying to figure out how to get here.
Vex.
When people first saw this area.
Saint 14's light. It's gone.
This is Saint 14.
My friend.
Osiris.
Yeah,
I'm so
he's
sorry.
missing his helmet.
I
See,
think
he
we
doesn't
should
have a
leave
helmet on. He's an exo. If you don't know Destiny, there's 3 different species you can play as. You can play as an exo, which is just a robot, and that's what he is. That's why he looks like that.
Vex learned to respect him.
The Vex respected Saint
I don't
14?
think I ever told you this, but Saint 14 was one of the first guardians I ever met. Even before I found you. I always
Saint
hoped you'd
14.
turn out like him.
There's a reason why he's called the
I
Saint.
wasn't disappointed.
There's a
We're good
he
friends.
made friends with the Vex apparently. Saint 14. In the lore, he's a big deal for the characters. But the lore doesn't matter in the game. It only matters for those of you, for those of you, you know. Anyway, back to this place. You have paying for a year? Oh, you mean on a restream? On restream, did I play for a year? I think I only paid for a month to try it, but I like it. So eventually, I'll probably pay for a whole year, probably. I have the only reason I question that is because of the fact Steam is very low right now, and I don't know if I don't know if I'm going to have enough money when I need to do it to pay for more to pay for a whole year. So I might have to buy just another month until hopefully the price goes back up and I can actually afford. I was gonna say I think this gives me the perfect paradox, which is one of the best guns in the game. I just never had it because I refused to farm it. Cause, but anyway, there we go. Got it. Now please give me another prophecy.
You don't have Sagira with you?
Yes.
Disappointing. I have so many
8,
questions
5,
for her,
2.
and she
I don't
does
have
not
2, right?
respond to my messages.
I have
My
2.
knowledge will change the world.
Wait. So. Oh, that was weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or that might not count as one actually. It might be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna go with. I think either way, 5 is right or 6.
Ah, chosen of Sagira. What can I do for you?
Okay, we're gonna go with 5. I'm pretty sure I heard that they can't give you the same one multiple times. Okay.
Death is
Please tell me all it needs is like Crucible ones. At least it only needs 1.
nice.
Paradox Amplifier? Yes, I have exactly as many as it needs for that. If I'd stop lagging, thank you. 2, 3. And I just need 1 Blossom from hopefully 1 Heroic Strike. And we can finish this prophecy. And I play a ton of Crucible, so I like always have the Crucible ones. Pretty much.
But also a terrible longing.
Yeah. You know what, let's go ahead and pop this, because why not? Because literally there's no reason for them to come in this bundle. They just do, because
If you need
why not?
more time, Guardian, take it.
Yeah. Back to the Heroic Strikes. Oh, yes, I wanted to check my armor. Did I ever finish the melees? Defeat enemies with my arc melee.
My
Did I
knowledge
not?
will change the
I
world.
thought I got more
I will
than
tell
enough
everyone of
arc melee kills. Huh,
Osiris's
okay. It's random. Okay, well, haven't finished the melee yet, so we have to continue continue to do the melee one. How are we on the super? 70% ain't too bad. And once we're done with Arc, we can go back to never using Storm Trance again. And we'll move to Solar. Get some Solar Grenade kills. Luckily, that will be really easy with Sunbreakers. Finish my coffee. That's the saddest part of every day. Oh, my coffee's gone. Like, man. Yeah. So, let's see. What was that? Who messaged me? Oh, there's pizza waiting for me upstairs, apparently. You wouldn't mind if I ate pizza on stream, would you? I mean, it's pizza. Pour me up. Oops. Just checking my stream and I accidentally unmuted it. I was pausing it and I accidentally unmuted it. There we go. Anyway. We finally found one. Oh, how cool would it be if I get what I need instantly? How cool would that be? Yeah, that would be awesome. Just one time. Just like, yes. I'm trying to test. I'm trying to look at my stream on DLive and I can't get it. It's not working. Whatever. Anyway. Okay, so do we have teammates? Am I the only one? Okay, we're gonna wait until we have teammates real quick. I'm gonna continue AFK for a second. Because I'm trying to get my stream up on DLive, but I'm having trouble finding it. I mean, I could easily just sign in and find it on this tab. I just don't want to. Okay, we finally got a teammate. We got two teammates. Awesome.
The Red Legion has compromised this planet's crust. My scouts report multiple seismic events across the surface.
Analyzing radio chatter. Commander, I believe the Legion is responsible. Perhaps they are conducting some sort of research?
Mm-hmm. Huh. Even their scientists are bullies.
I see they just went ahead. I'm gonna just sign in. Okay, I'm gonna sign in real quick. I can't get it to work. I'm gonna just sign in real quick, and then it'll work. I'm sure, hopefully. Okay. Okay. Well, I checked it, and it seems to be live. Seems to be working okay. It's all I can hope for. Whoa, hey! Since I stopped looking, since I was looking at something else, apparently viewers dropped out. Hi, viewers. Hi. Wait, there was 3 people on YouTube? That's insane. Thank you so much for tuning in. How are you? How are you doing today? Oops. Where did my teammates go? There we go. I'd rather not do this with an AFK. Fine. Oh, this guy is all special. He has the armor. He has the armor I'm trying to get right now. He's wearing it. I'm so close. I'm right behind him on getting it. He clearly put a different shader on it to make it a different color. But, man, I want that so bad.
On your right,
I want your armor. Can I have it?
Milk. Yes, Vex milk.
Ooh, yes, call it milk. This is great. Thank you. I don't want to know where it comes from if it's space milk. I've tried to understand the upgrade option on Restream. Ow. Just get Shrek'd. Excuse me. Second. I'm just not, hopefully try to not die. Gun is you using? Ah, Sunshine. Why am I not using sunshine? What's wrong with me? Uh-oh. I hate the Colossus. They're some of my least favorite enemies in the game. They're really annoying. The way they just stand there and don't stagger. Oh, you're talking with the support? Oh, okay. Everyone has the armor. Both of them have the same armor. They have the armor I'm trying to get right now. Aw. I want it so bad, though. Try to blow his head off. There we go. Now he can't shield. Because when you blow off the hobgoblins' heads, they can't, like, shell up, which is, like, annoying.
They're trying to contain the Red Legion.
They have bigger problems. Namely,
Hey, got a kill. Awesome. Normally you can't really kill the Red Legion, the Cabal, with melees. That's why I celebrated, because killing them with melees is painful and agonizing. Oh man, I want the purple one. It is funny that he's arc, he's solar. I really want the same. I want what they're wearing, but I want the purple color. That's what I'm hoping to get, because, well, for me personally, I use Nova Bam, so I want the purple one.
Friendly query. What have you done to attract such hostile species to my planet?
rest easy, please. The Guardian has this.
Okay. Hello. Hi. Ow. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay. I need to think about something to talk about. Okay. Let me talk about... I watched one of my favorite movies last night. I've been completely sarcastic. It was hysterically terrible. I watched Alien Resurrection for my first time yesterday, and it was amazing. Amazing. The complete ignorance on how to make a movie is astonishing. Like, I've never seen a movie that's so terrible. Just, there's no other word for it. There's no other word. It's hysterical. It's amazing that it's possible to make a movie that bad. Like, I didn't even think that would be possible, honestly. I doubt, when people said it was, like, as bad as it is, I doubted what, like, that they were serious. I'm like, oh, it can't be that bad. No! No, it is that bad. It is all of the bad. Just, like, put together. If all the bad in the entire world was put together in like one spot, you would have Alien Resurrection. It's amazing, but it's hilarious. So I would absolutely recommend watching it, because I loved it. Because it was, I was laughing hysterically. The movie had me like cry laughing. I thought the guy was here. Wait, what's going on? Oh, they moved these guys. That was weird. I saw something move. Yeah, it was amazing. It's astonishing how just the ignorance on just filmmaking in that movie is amazing. Where is this last guy? Second guy. The other guy. Where is he? Hey, Mr. Spacely, how you doing today, dude? I was just talking about how I watched Alien Resurrection for my first time yesterday. It is officially my favorite worst movie I've ever seen. But I've never seen The Room, and I've heard most people say it's like the best terrible movie ever.
Why didn't that happen
Yeah.
to the Red Legion?
For me though, Alien Resurrection instantly took it for me. I adored that movie. Oh. Don't, dude, just back off. Just run. Run away. Don't fight. What is wrong with you? Run away. Jesus. I mean, I played bad. I know. But, like, that was... Come on, man. But anyway. So, I want to break down for you guys. Without getting... Because the movie was very graphic, and a lot of the scenes were graphic. The movie made no sense. Like, I've never seen a movie that the entire movie I was going, what? So much. Like, I've never seen a movie like that that actually, like, broke me. It was so stupid. The entire movie, I'm like, what? Because, like, it made no sense. Like, I like, whatever fantasy, magical, like, they must have been high as a kite. Because it makes no sense. None of the movie makes any sense. Like, the entire movie, you're just like, wait, how? Wait, why is that happening? Like, what's going on? Like, it's not even confusion. It's not even confusing in like Inception or anything. It's straight up, you're just like, what? Like, huh? That makes no sense. And that's the entire movie. And that's not the only bad thing about the movie. That's just part of why the movie's bad. That's like the smallest bit about why the movie's bad. Yeah. Okay, so I do have to praise the movie a tiny bit. There is like 2 scenes I did actually genuinely enjoy. There was like 2 scenes I actually enjoyed, I liked. And then there is the one like big compliment I have to give to the movie is that the practical effects, if you know what that is, just like the makeup effects, the props, the puppets, the aliens looked, when they weren't CGI, because it was made in like 1992, right? 92? 97. It was made in 97. Okay, so back in 97, when it was made, CGI didn't always look the best. So yeah, CGI didn't look the best. But the effects, like the visual effects, the real effects, I already said it. Practical. There we go. That's what it's called. The practical effects looked astonishing. They were some of the best I have like ever seen. The xenomorphs, when they weren't CGI, looked CGI. But like they were very clearly not, because when you see the CGI, you're like, oh yeah, that's very clearly... That is CGI. Like, you can absolutely be like, yep, I know that's computer generated. But oh man, it looked really good. That's the only praise I'm really going to give the movie. And I'm going to spoil the crap out of it. It's a terrible movie. You're not missing out on anything. Even though I would highly recommend you see it, just because it's amazing. It's amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I'm not kidding. I loved the movie. I would totally watch it again. Not seriously. I would watch it with friends at like at a party or something, and we could all just laugh at it because it's a comedy movie. But man, so funny. So like I said, I'm gonna spoil the crap out of it. Okay, you ready? The only other scene I will actually the only scene of the movie I will compliment is there's one scene that was actually genuinely clever and smart and like believably in character for like the, oh crap, I ran right into that drill. I jumped in immediately and went, oh, what's wrong with me? Yeah, like there's only one scene where I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That I didn't go, what? I went, oh yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. That's really well done. And the one scene is, like I said, I'm going to spoil Alien Resurrection, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I'm warning you now, spoiling a terrible movie. Okay, so the Xenomorphs, if you don't know, it's called Alien Resurrection because they clone Ripley to get the queen Xenomorph out of her from the third movie. And it's like, oh, yeah, because you clone Ripley, you clone the Xenomorph inside of her. That makes sense, yeah. Because, you know, yeah, because, you know, when they cloned that one sheep, they also cloned all the lice that were in its hair, in its wool. I almost called it hair or fur. And its wool. That makes sense. Anyway, but yeah, so they really? Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so the Xenomorphs. Okay, anyway. So the scientists are like have the Xenomorphs all like locked up in these like test chambers, like in these cells, and so they can like observe them and like watch how they react, like watch their behavior, right? Which makes no sense, by the way, but whatever, because you know. Also, that was great. I found the custom art team is a paid for. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You pay for it. And, you know, I'm sorry, dude. I thought I mentioned that. I'm sorry, man. I feel bad now. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes. So the Xenomorphs. There's 3 of them in this cage. It's like the only 3 that we really see, that we know of, because like they're the only Xenomorphs to actually do anything in the movie other than just die. So we see them, they're in the cage, and they're experimenting on them, we're just watching them, and then the Xenomorphs want to get out of the cage. Relatable. So they're getting out, they're trying to get out, and they come up with an idea. I hate this. I despise this. Bungie, seriously? Have you played your game, please? Come on. Jesus. Anyway, so these 3 Xenomorphs are trying to get out of this cage, or get out of the thing, and 2 of them look at each other and come to the same conclusion. And this is like the one scene of the movie I will compliment. I liked the scene. It made sense. It was well done. I liked it. Because it was like the one scene in the movie where they actually showed and didn't tell. And if you don't know what that is, it's you're in filmmaking, you're supposed to show and not tell. If you have to turn to the camera and go, so this is the plot of the movie, you're not telling the story right. I mean, sometimes it is required, but on average, it's a million times better to show the story than to have to tell the story. Yeah, so anyway. Because like, if you can, yeah, anyway. Concentrate, man. Yeah, I hope that comment hadn't been there for a while because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, so anyway, the Xenomorphs, I know I keep doing this. I'm the worst at telling stories. Anyway, so the Xenomorphs, they look at each other, and the third one starts whining. And you're like, okay, why is the third one, like, why is there a Xenomorph whining? Like, what is it, like a little infant? It's a Xenomorph. It's a Xenomorph. Why is it whining? Well, then you realize why. It's because the other 2 had decided to kill it, to use its acid blood to melt the floor. And I'm like, that's cool. That's a cool scene. And it's well done because they don't tell you. The scientists don't go, oh no, these Xenomorphs are talking about killing the 3rd Xenomorph so that they can get out the floor. They're like, no, the Xenomorphs did it, and that's how the scene goes. Because I honestly thought if I had just been told that scene happened, I would picture it as the scientist going, because of how bad the movie is, I would imagine the scientist going, like, psychically knowing what the Xenomorphs are talking about. It looks like they're talking about killing the 3rd one so that they can break out of the cage. What could we ever do? But no, the movie actually cleverly is like, hey, the Xenomorphs are, like, they've decided to kill the 3rd one. It's just clever. And it's fun. And it's cool. What just happened?
It's switching guns.
Did it just do that twice? I didn't know it could do that twice. Okay. That's random. That was weird and not supposed to happen. I died to a glitch. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Just a glitch. No big deal. glitches don't bother me as much unless it breaks the game. What bothers me is when the game is just not fair or fun and it's programmed to be that way. Then it's annoying. Like, then it's like, come on, really? This is how you programmed it? You did this on purpose? But yeah, so that's like the one scene I will compliment from Alien Resurrection. That scene was cool. I enjoyed that scene. That was really great. Now, let's see. Let me pick my least favorite scene from the movie. I don't know. The ladder scene. Easily the worst scene of the movie. Like, there's a lot of bad scenes in that movie. But I think the ladder is the worst. I think the ladder takes the cake. Because there's nothing to defend. The ladder scene is pure, unadulterated, terrible. You're just like, I got another one, yes! Yeah! Yeah! Awesome. That's another one bites the dust. Booyah! Oh man, I'm flying through this already. Thank you, Bungie RNG sometimes. Yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna take a while. I think I might just go ahead because this will take a long time, and I feel like it. I wanna express my hatred for this movie and / enjoyment for this movie, and also it gives me something to talk about. I might as well just go through the entire movie and explain the whole thing to you. If it annoys you, let me know because I'll stop because you guys are my only viewers. It's the only reason so let me know. But anyway, movie starts, and like, I'm not going to talk about the opening. New haircut? Oh yeah, sort of. I just got a haircut. It's not the best haircut. They just basically buzzed the sides of my head, but it looks better than having an afro. Because when I'm streaming, there's product in my hair to keep it the way I like it. But when I'm not streaming, and my hair does this right here, all around my head. So I have a white man's afro, and I'm not even kidding. And it can be quite hilarious. Thank you so much for the upvote. Dr. Cole Dip Mangi? Mangi. Thank you so much for the upvote. I hope I got your name at least sort of close. But thank you so much for the upvote. Yes, so the movie. So for some reason, someone's idea was like, okay, so in Alien Resurrection, you know how we're gonna make a sequel? Instead of, doing the logical thing and being like, oh yeah, I wanted this weapon. Awesome. This is like the one weapon from this from this thing I actually really wanted. I wanted that gun. So awesome. We got that. Awesome. I wanted that because I want to try it in Crucible. Because it's essentially the Last Hope, but slightly better. But no one uses it for some reason. So I mean, from what I've heard, like some people are like, yeah, it's just like the Last Hope, but better. So why don't people use it? So yeah, I really want to try this thing. Because it has Head Seeker, one of my favorite perks in the game. I'm gonna try Stability instead. Yeah. So somebody thought, how like this would be a cool idea, right? What? Okay, so we can confirm that is 5 and that is 6. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we can confirm that. So we need 4, 7, 9, 10, 11. So it's a clock.
All that time in the infinite forest, and you never considered taking someone in with you. Someone who would greatly like to meet Osiris?
I have to admit, that's pretty funny. Okay, so we have 2 already. Why is it trying to make me make 2?
I have detailed accounts of the events.
Why is it trying to make me make number 2? That's not fair.
I was not there, of course, but I am certain.
Maybe they don't go in order. Maybe it's just random. Okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway, 8. It would be that one. Created in Whack Curation Show 1 with... Oh, thank you so much for the upvote, dude. Thank you.
Did he mention me at all?
Thank you, man. Thank you so much for the upvote. Or the donation. Thank you. I forgot to assign a better sound effect to that GIF. Sorry. Forgot to. Thank you. It's awesome. Stop making me do the blossoms. And I don't have paradox amplifiers. We can't do that. Oh, wait, did we? Wait, did we have another one? Did I just see another one? Did I get another one from somewhere? Oh, okay, no, it's just green ones. For some reason, I thought I saw another blue one. Okay, anyway. See you, bro. Gotta go. Dude, have a great day. Thank you so much for dropping by, dude. Thank you. I really appreciate it, man.
I don't need to see you, Guardian, to know you seek the truth of Osiris.
How would you know that? Hey, we finally finished the melees. Awesome. We're finally done with the melees. We need solar grenade kills and we need arc super kills. Okay, so how are we gonna get the super kills?
Osiris would be better served by a loyal companion.
Mars.
Than a ghost. I wonder why he hasn't seen that yet.
There's no public event going on here.
Awaits you, Guardian.
I wish there was. That would be great if there was a public event. That would be fun. Okay.
I will show you the shape of truth. And yes,
yeah, we're heading to Mars. We're going to Mars real quick. Because I need to do the escalation protocol, or I need to farm escalation protocol. But I would also like to have my super, and the best way to get the super is to do the other thing. Anyway, real quick, I want to check something. That's not what I meant. Oh, yeah, I was going to basically quote the movie to you. Okay, so I loved this movie. So the movie starts off. I'm gonna skip like the intro bit where all they're doing is just like showing screenshots, flying by. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't do anything. But where it gets good, or when it actually starts, I mean, they start extracting the xenomorph from Ripley, the cloned Ripley they made, one of the many cloned Ripleys, and it's like, okay, that makes no sense. And like right off the bat, opening scene, you're already going, that makes no sense. And that's only where it begins, because if you think about it, okay, how did cloning Ripley from her blood bring the xenomorph back? Because the xenomorph's not part of her. It was in her. But that's like, that would be like if it brought back her clothes. Like, we cloned Ripley. Why is she dressed? Because we cloned everything about Ripley. How did you do that? Clothes don't have DNA. They're clothes. They're material. And we're like, I don't know. Ask the screenwriters. It makes no sense. I hate it. But I love it. But I hate it. So it starts off. That's the opening scene. You're already like, that makes sense, right? Yeah, I understand. Oh, you even using Seemit Labs? I am using Seemit Labs. I hope that comment wasn't... Okay, that was 2 minutes ago, dude. I'm sorry. Or like a minute and a half ago. Sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you, man. I'm sorry. Feel bad. Sorry. Yes, we got a public event. Yes. Okay. Yeah, so you're already like, that makes no sense. And then so they clone her and they go, do they, like, does she have any of her memories? And like, yeah, she does. It's like, okay, that also makes no sense. How would cloning her body bring back her memories? Fine, I'll go for it. I'll give it to you because it's like a lot of movies will do that excuse. Will use that. They'll just be like, oh yeah, she has the memories. Then they clone. It's like, okay, fine. I'll give you that one, even though it makes no sense. I'll give it to you because cloning wouldn't make the memories come back. That doesn't make any sense. But whatever. Oh, hello. So, so then they go, what should we, like, the scientists go, can we keep her? And the military leader, who is the most cartoony character ever, okay? He is hysterical, goes, no. And they're like, but wait, but why? And he's like, because she's Ripley. And they're like, okay. why though, and basically because she used to kill xenomorphs. That like 2 times she did that. Well, 3 times actually. If you got the movie, but she only really killed it on purpose. Like I think the funniest thing about the 3rd and 4th movies, specifically the 4th one, because the 3rd one sort of did this, but not as bad as the 4th one did. They acted like Ripley was some sort of like they acted like Ripley was like John McClane or something. If you don't know who that is, Bruce Wilson, Die Hard. They acted like he was like she was like the Terminator. She isn't awesome. She isn't a BA like gun-toting like awesome alien killer. She got lucky in both the 1st and 2nd movie. The 1st movie was completely luck. She didn't even kill the thing on purpose. It was on accident. Like, I mean, the 2 times she killed it, it wasn't, or she thought she killed it in the 1st movie. Oh, this is spoilers for a fantastic movie. The 2 times she thought she killed it in the 1st movie, I mean, the 2nd time she did. I just meant like the 1st time. She thought she blew it up in the ship. She didn't do any action things to blow up the ship by hitting the self-destruct button and then running for her life. She didn't do anything awesome there. But so then she gets into the escape pod, and it turns out the xenomorph is in the escape pod with her. Oh no! What does she do? She plays it super chill. The xenomorph is asleep. Before she wakes it up, she gets stressed up in the spaceship. She straps herself to the seat, and she gets ready to launch it out the airlock. But she has to wake it up to make it walk over in front of the airlock. So she then wakes it up, and she's terrified. She's not like, bring it on, like the 4th movie would make you think. She does not super stoic. She's not just like, bring it on. I'll take on an easy. I'll fist fight the xenomorphs like the 4th movie would make you think. She's terrified. And the 2nd movie, she didn't want to go, but she thought she was going with a bunch of big, burly, muscly, like military guys, and the one lady. And like, of course, the pilots. I'm not discounting the pilot, but anyway, like, so she's not afraid of the xenomorphs because she's like, oh, I'm just gonna watch. Like, I'm not even gonna be there. I'm gonna be like forever away and just like watching on the monitor. And then, of course, everything hits the fan, and then she ends up having to be in situations. But the entire 2nd movie, she's also running away. And then at the end of the 2nd movie, when she has to go in to save a little girl, she then gets brave because she's saving a little girl. She's not just like, she doesn't just like randomly be like, I'm Ellen Ripley. I'm awesome. I'm gonna go kill a xenomorph. She's terrified, but she wants to save Newt, which is the nickname of the little girl. So like it makes sense. She takes a gun that she barely knows how to use. She duct tapes it to a flamethrower so that she has like this combo thing, but she doesn't even know how to hold the gun right. She's just like straps it to her that way she can like hold it on her hip, which is another awesome detail because that shows resourcefulness rather than like her knowing how to use a gun just automatically. Because early in the movie we see I want to say Hicks. That's his name, right? I'm pretty sure that's Hicks. I know Hicks is one of them. I just don't remember if that's the same one. But anyway, we see him teach her how to hold and fire the weapon and how to reload and stuff. But she still doesn't really know what she's doing with it. And that's just like, we see that. So we're like, okay, so she knows how to shoot and reload and stuff. Great. So like, awesome. But she's still not like an alien hunter. She's doing it to save the little girl. And she's still terrified and acts like really scared and like very slow, and she's acting as if she's actually in danger, right? And then she saves the little girl and she gets away. She ends up killing a bunch of eggs, the eggs, and then she ends up sort of fighting the mother, like the queen again, with a mech suit. But it's not on purpose. Once again, she's saving the little girl, and actually at the same time, you can also argue she's saving herself as well. Because, I mean, if the xenomorph queen's there, they're all screwed. So you can still argue that she didn't just become awesome. She has to fight. Whereas in the 3rd movie, she's like, I need a weapon. It's like, but you're Ripley. You're not what's the action hero? John. You're not John McClane. I'm just keep using that because it's around the same time era, so I'm just keep using that comparison. You're not John McClane. You're Ellen Ripley. So like that's already out of character, but it's not. It's pretty bad, but it's not super bad. Whereas in Alien 4, they're just like, you remember Ellen Ripley? You remember the believable character who went from being like who's just a clever character. She's now an over-sexualized like alien killing machine. It's like, oh yeah, good job. That's good writing. It's terrible. That movie, Alien Resurrection, is so bad. I loved it. I would highly recommend it. If you've never seen Alien Resurrection, you've got to see it. It is amazing. It is so bad. It is like if all the bad in the entire world were thrown into a we're just like thrown together. It's amazing. I would recommend it to anybody who loves bad movies. Because like if you don't like bad movies, then absolutely don't watch it. Like it will spoil the Alien series for you. But I love bad movies unless they're not fun to watch. Like a bad movie that's not fun to watch for me. Batman vs Superman is kind of like that for me. Because there are cool scenes in that movie, but it doesn't make up for like it just being about bad movies that are fun to watch. Godzilla 2014, Godzilla 19 whenever that was, but yeah, or actually that wasn't 90s, was it? That was early 2000s, I think. Actually, whenever it was, those are bad movies. They're fun to watch. Actually, like I enjoy them because there's something there that I'm able to enjoy, even though they're terrible movies. Oh, another one no one remembers. Nobody remembers this movie, but it is crap gold. But it has so much, it gets so much right, but what it gets wrong is so unforgivably terrible that it's a terrible movie, but my God, is it fun to watch. Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing is terrible. Oh God, I could talk all day about that movie. I love it so much because it is my favorite vampire movie. I've never seen a okay, Dracula's really good, but other than that, there's never really been very many vampire movies that get vampires and werewolves right. It destroyed Frankenstein, but it got werewolves, specifically werewolves, incredibly right. That movie nailed werewolves, even though the CGI looks pretty bad. It's a terrible movie. I'm not defending it not being a bad movie. I'm not saying that. If you've seen that, don't be like, oh man, this guy's an idiot. He thinks that's a good movie. No, it's terrible. It's so bad. And they also nail the vampires transformed like a big massive vampire, like the vampires like bat human form, like when they transform into like a big massive bat person thing, right? It nails that. It looks awesome. It's so cool looking, and they sound right, they move right. It has like all the vampire like abilities that you would come to expect, and it nails the monsters. Even though Frankenstein's terrible, the Frankenstein in the movie is dreadful. It's terrible. But other than that, it nailed the monsters in the movie. Oh, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Oh, the opening scene is fantastic. If you wanted to see the movie, I would recommend actually, for real, you would get all the enjoyment in the entire movie pretty much from the Hugh Jackman's Van Helsing. Like, I would actually highly recommend, even if you don't like bad movies, just watch the opening scene of that movie and just pretend it's like a short film, a very short film. I'm sure you would enjoy it because it's good enough. Like the first scene, the opening scene is actually pretty good. It's Hugh Jackman as Van Helsing, going to fight, hunting down Dr. Jekyll, or actually Mr. Hyde, but like, you know, Dr. Jekyll turns into Mr. Hyde. Anyway, yeah, that scene is awesome because it's really well done. Even though CGI is old, like it's old, outdated, and it doesn't look the best, the scene itself, if you can get over the CGI, is a really good scene. You could argue that Mr. Hyde is a little too cartoony, but like, it doesn't pull anything away from me. Like, I don't know. This might be completely nostalgia talking, by the way. I will admit that it might be nostalgia because I grew up watching that movie and I love it very much. I love that movie. It's terrible. It's amazing. This is a terrible location for farming super kills. Why am I here? Yeah. I forgot I have pizza waiting for me upstairs. Oh, hey, let's go see Zur. Can I get Zoro's regime? Let's go see Zur. Let's go see him. But yeah, so Van Helsing though. It gets everything right though. Like I said, the monsters. Hugh Jackman is fantastic in the movie. He's great as Van Helsing. He looks awesome. Every set in the movie looks fantastic. Well, no, not every costume. Almost every costume in the movie is like perfect. It's perfection. Now, the things that are terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and say the terrible, just dreadful things about the movie. Frankenstein. Everything to do with Frankenstein in the entire movie is terrible. Actually, wait, I forgot. It's not the opening scene, is it? I forgot. The Frankenstein scene is the opening scene. I said the Dr. Jekyll Mr. Hyde is. I was wrong. I just actually remembered that the opening scene is actually the creation of Frankenstein. I forgot. But yeah, you can skip that scene. It's okay. It's not terrible. It's not completely terrible. It's okay. You can watch that if you wanted. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying though. They pretty much destroyed what I was just saying. Like Frankenstein, they pretty much destroyed it. He's pretty bad. He's one of the worst parts of the movie. The actor they got to play him, the makeup. Like, the makeup overall looks okay, but, like, it doesn't fit. Because, like, the werewolves and the vampires are awesome. They're so cool. But then you have Frankenstein, which is, like, an obese, like, drunken, like, he looks like he looks like a dad. Like, you know, like, the dad body? He looks like a dad. He looks like it's really bad. Because, like, Frankenstein's supposed to be like big and intimidating and everything, and nothing about the Frankenstein in this movie is intimidating or even cool or anything. So yeah, Frankenstein's stupid. But anyway, yeah. So there's that. That's one of the main negatives. But then the thing that officially killed this movie, the actors. Yeah, I got the Soros. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. Anyway, so what I was saying, the actors that played the vampires are the worst things I've ever seen. The actors that play the vampires in Van Helsing are terrible. It is amazing. I have a message for you from the it's amazing. I wonder if I could like find the scene to show you guys, just to show you how mind-bogglingly just wow that the vampires are in that movie. It's amazing. They're so bad. Like they are. I'm not kidding. I think I've seen worse or better actors in like a Disney Channel movie. Oh god. Just. Oh god, like I get the shivers just thinking about, wow, that exists. Oh man. So yeah, I would highly recommend looking up the movie just to see if you can like find a scene, any scene with any of the vampires, specifically the females. The women vampires are so over the top. Oh my god, they're amazing. Yeah, so I brought this whole thing up just because I was talking about fun to watch terrible movies. And that movie has so much right, but oh my god. Is what's wrong with that movie the most amazing thing ever. It's astonishing. I love that word, astonishing. If you haven't noticed, if you watch me, you notice I say that a whole lot. It's amazing to watch. Like their complete ignorance on what acting is, like what qualifies as acting. Cause I'm not here. I'm about to do better acting than them. I'm not kidding. You can look it up and you will actually be like, oh wow, yeah, Crumpet's a better actor than these people. I'm not even kidding. Let's see if I can remember a line. The guy that plays Dracula is the least terrible of all of them. He's still completely terrible, but he's the least terrible of the vampires. Let's see if I can remember one of the female vampires' lines. I'm trying to even remember one of their lines. I thought it were like a full line. I can remember bits and pieces, but I'm trying to like remember an entire like line from one of them. Man, I can't remember. Anyway, I would highly recommend you look it up. Oh, yeah. Just any of it. Hey, Acidio, how you doing today, dude? Thank you so much for the upvote, man. Thank you. How you doing today, dude? I hope you're doing great. I'm talking about my favorite terrible movies. That's what I'm doing right now. Do you have any favorite terrible movies? And I don't mean terrible like Dumb and Dumb, like the first Dumb and Dumber. That's meant to be stupid. Or like Napoleon Dynamite. I don't count that because those are meant to be bad. Or like a Sharknado. Completely meant to be bad. That's like its own genre of like comedy, like terrible movies. I'm talking like actual movies that are meant to be good that are terrible. That you love. Do you have any guilty pleasure ones? Because my favorites are. I added a new favorite to my list last night. I'm looking for. Is there any place on this planet that there's a ton of enemies in close proximity? Yeah. Anyway, my new favorite last night was Alien Resurrection, but I was talking about another one of my favorites, Van Helsing, starring Hugh Jackman. It's amazing. Yeah, it's just, I want to see if I can see if I can find like a scene of like the werewolf's transformation in, there we go, in Van Helsing, because when the werewolves transform, that's awesome. They look amazing. It looks awesome. But then you see the acting of any of the other characters. You're just like, gee, oh my, I think I just had a heart attack, just watching how bad that acting was. Oh, it's amazing. I love it. Yeah. So let's see. What's something else I can completely shred in that movie? Or talk about? I was going to try to remember one of the female vampires' lines, but I can't remember one. There's a scene with all the vampires together. Well, not technically all the vampires, because there's one scene where there's an entire room of vampires, but I don't count that. The main vampires, which there are 4 of them, the 3 females and Dracula's 3 wives. Yeah, that scene. There's a scene, like I think it's the first scene, well, one of the first scenes with them. They're talking. They're having an argument because the Dracula wants to have descendants with his 3 wives. It's like, oh, this is already a nice conversation. Thank you for putting this in the movie. But his wives are saying how, oh no, we don't want to. I could not bear if we fail again. I remember that, but like I don't remember the rest of the conversation. But anyway, they're arguing over like, Dracula's like, I want children, and you guys are my wives. See, we're doing this, and I'm making that sound even creepier than it actually was. Let me stop that conversation. Anyway, so. There's, yeah, I'm the best at acting.
We'll teach them not to dig around here.
What part is this? Should I partake in this? No, we're not. We're skipping out on this. Yeah, so you have the dreadful vampires, and they're yelling at each other, and out of nowhere at all, Dracula gets fed up with the female vampires and just screams at the top of his lungs at them, and it's a full-blown scream, like a womanly, like little girl scream, like a female, and this dude playing Dracula just it's like, oh my god, this is in a movie. This is a thing. It's not even supposed to be comedic. It's not even meant to be comedic. It is amazing. I love that movie. Oh, it's amazing. If any of you out there have any form of liking for terrible bad or amazing bad movies, I have several that I would highly recommend. But But yeah, Alien Resurrection is the #1 I'd recommend, though. You gotta watch that. I would recommend that movie to anybody. Yeah, please let me get like 1 or 2 more kills, please. 1. Oh. Okay, fast traveling again to find more super. Something else to talk about, because I've been going on that same conversation for like 10 minutes now, and it's probably really annoying at this point. Let's see. What's another terrible movie, I guess? I can just do that. What's another one of a terrible movie I love? Well, I could say Space Jam. I love that movie, though mostly because of nostalgia. That's a terrible movie that I love. Yeah, but I haven't seen that in years, so I don't know if I could really count. I don't know. I don't know if I would still love it. I remember it fondly because of nostalgia. I don't know if I would still love it. Really? You didn't die from like landfall? Come on, let me get one more. Just one more at least. Okay, behind a wall. Great. Actually, let's check Mars. Can we get a public event on Mars, please? Yeah! Please tell me there's no one else in this lobby. Please don't let there be anyone else in this lobby. I would adore if there was no one else here. Yeah, so, let's see. Another terrible movie. I'm gonna move this down here for a second, because I want to just lean back here for a second. Another terrible movie. Why did my screen go black? Just random. My computer just randomly like, hey, uh-oh. Oh, that's what it... Okay, my stream apparently went black for a second, and I thought my stream went down, but it was the that didn't happen. Let's see. Terrible movie I love. Another one. Why does my computer monitor keep going black? That's the second time just now. I thought it was just a glitch a second ago, but it happened again. Huh. Okay, that's terrifying. I'm coming back up now. Oh, okay, the server isn't empty. Hopefully they're gonna mess with me. I know it. No, I missed it. No. I'm bailing out then. I'm not partaking in this. Oh, here, let's do this. We'll do this real quick. Why not? I'm not gonna get here in time to get the poll though. That's a bummer. Okay. Yeah, I can continue talking about Van Helsing. I just need to move on to a different subject in Van Helsing. Okay, so the werewolves. I'll talk about the werewolves. Okay, this is gonna sound a little graphic. Okay, so just warning. But the werewolves in that movie are not the actors, because the actor that plays the main werewolf is terrible and can't act. At least not in this movie. He might have been in something else and maybe he won an Oscar or something. I don't know. But he's pretty bad in this movie. So the werewolves look awesome though. There's a scene we get to see 2 transformation scenes, I think. I know there was one. I'm trying to remember if there was a second one. Other than Hugh Jackman's, of course, because we get to see Hugh Jackman transform into a werewolf. Spoiler alert. Wait, we get to see him transform twice. Never mind. Okay, yes. Yeah, I was trying to remember why I just landed here. And I landed here because I wanted to partake in this public event in the hopes of getting another blue. Yeah, so the werewolf transformation, the first big one in the movie, the transformation, the one that they did to show it, like they did it to show it off, right? Looks awesome. So the vampire, sorry, the werewolf guy, the guy that turns into a werewolf, it's a dark, scary scene, right? And like the main woman is walking through the library of this castle, looking for why the window's open, why there's like why all the candles went out, right? Which is like the window's open. But she thought it was like something bad, like a vampire came in and knocked out all the lights or something, right? So she's looking for it, and we see the werewolf looking up, like above her, and we're like, oh, she's gonna die! Oh no! This is gonna be such a cool scene. And then, like, it doesn't happen, and then she ends up running into the guy that's her, like, that's the werewolf. I'll just say it's her brother. It's not spoilers. I'm already spoiling the movie. Well, it's a terrible movie, so there's no reason to not have me spoil it for you. Anyway, her brother, and she's like, oh, I thought you were dead. Like, what happened to you? Yada, yada, yada. And he's hugging her, like, it's so good to see you. But, like, you have to run away from me. And she's like, why? And then he looks out the window, and the clouds are starting to unblock the moon, because that's the thing, is he was a werewolf for a second, and then the clouds blocked the moon, which is why he turned back into a human for a second. If you're curious why. Anyway, so yeah, he transformed back for a second, and then anyway, so we get to see him actually transform into the werewolf in like full detail. And so this doesn't make much sense, but because like as a human he somehow is able to stick to the wall like Spider-Man. That doesn't make any sense. And the fact that they even thought that made sense, is terrible, but it looks awesome, okay? And he's like climbing up. Okay, I'm trying to kill myself apparently. It looks awesome, so he's like climbing up the wall, and he turns around, and like he's moaning and screaming, and it's like he's starting to like his skin is starting to like move in weird ways, right? And you're like, what's happening to him? What's wrong with him, right? And then just he starts to get hairy, but his skin starts to flap. But like I said, there's no gore. It's no gore. It's just his skin, right? But his, like, so you don't, like, see his internal or blood or anything. But, like, because it's fur. So, like, he grew, like, to transform into the werewolf, he grew, like, another werewolf skin under his skin. His skin starts to shed because he's outgrowing his human skin. And he starts, like, ripping it off his face. And it looks amazing. It's such a cool scene. Because, like, watching it, I'm like, that's exactly how I would imagine a werewolf transforming, other than the fact that he's Spider-Manning on the wall. Other than that, the scene is like perfect, which is why it's such a shame that it's in one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But man, is that scene cool? Yeah. I would recommend just seeing if you could find that scene on YouTube. Just like look up Van Helsing werewolf transformation or something. That scene's awesome. And like I said, it's not even gory. It's just skin. So like, there's not like blood going everywhere, or even like you can't even see it. It's just skin. So if that disturbs you, fine. You don't have to watch it, you don't have to watch it anyway. I just meant like, I wouldn't recommend it if that just hearing that sounds creepy to you. But yeah. Anyway. It's awesome. It's a fantastic transformation scene. And then also the same thing happens to Hugh Jackman, like I said, later in the movie, but for him it happens like the opposite direction of his body. At the end of the movie, his first time transforming into a werewolf, in the movie, he like the moon comes out, he looks at it, and he's like face to face with Dracula, and Dracula doesn't know he's a werewolf yet, but like supposedly you have to be a werewolf to be able to take on Dracula, right? So Hugh Jackman's like, I got this. So like the moon comes out, and he crunches down to a ball like on the ground, and his back starts to move, very similar to how like the other guy's chest was moving, and like the skin on his back splits and just like rips off, and he stands up as a werewolf, and it looks awesome. It's such a cool effect for such a terrible movie. It's such a shame, because half that movie's amazing, and then half of it is terrible. Almost every actor, well, not every actor actually. The villain from did I get one? Did I not get one?
Osiris back to the lighthouse.
Does it have to be a heroic event for me to get one? Oh man. Okay, whatever. Anyway, the actor he played, like he was the military general in the newest Pirates movie, which was terrible, by the way. Do not watch that movie. It's not a fun terrible. It's terrible. That movie's terrible. Don't watch it, please. I'm begging you. And hey, if you enjoy that movie, more power to you. I envy you for being able to enjoy that movie, but I hate it. I despise that movie, especially because I love the first three, even though I know that the second and third ones aren't as good as the first one, because the first one's great. Anyway, that's what I was saying. What was I saying? Yes, the acting. Acting is terrible. Hugh Jackman's great. The actor that plays Hugh Jackman's like sidekick in that movie, he's also like one of the main villains in the Iron Fist TV show, which was terrible. So bad. I'm only just realizing everything I've seen this guy in is terrible. What else have I seen him in? I know I've seen him in something else. Anyway, he's in it. He plays like anyway, he's in it. He's pretty cool. And he does fine in the movie, actually, because he plays like a wimpy priest that's forced to accompany Van Helsing, like to hunt monsters in this one, like to hunt Dracula. So like his character, him being like a really like wimpy coward, is in character, even though like it's not the best. It's still in character. And he's definitely not the worst actor. In fact, he's one of like the 3 best in the entire movie. Well, they actually is in more than like 1 or 2 scenes. Let's see. Hugh Jackman is obviously the best. He actually does great in the movie. He might act a little bored in the movie. Like he might act a little bit like he knows the movie's terrible, maybe. But overall, his performance is really good. It's definitely the best in the movie. Who was it? There was someone else on my mind from the movie that did pretty good. That might have been it. I don't remember any other characters in the movie that did a good job, that were well cast. Because the female character, the main woman, is one of the, like, it's not that she's a terrible casting, it's that I don't understand why, like, she doesn't fit the theme of the movie, because the movie takes place in like old Victorian time, like it's Dracula, right? So like she doesn't take place because she looks like a supermodel. No one looked like her back then. Like she doesn't fit, especially since they're trying to make her look like she's like a werewolf, vampire hunting like butt kicker, right? And she just doesn't fit that at all. You would not look at her and go, I bet she hunts werewolves. At all. She doesn't look it at all. So, and actually, she doesn't do too bad acting. I don't like her cast. In fact, she's actually probably a pretty good actress in the movie. I have to be honest. I don't remember her specifically bad. So maybe she is pretty good. I don't know. She doesn't fit the movie, in my opinion. I've always thought that. I've always been like, why does she look like a supermodel back when why does she look freshly showered when everyone else in the movie is like covered in dirt and stuff because of the the time era? Why does she look like she's like about to take pictures for like a magazine or something? Like she looks like she's dressed up for like to pose in a magazine. She doesn't fit the movie at all. But anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, so she's okay, but then all the other actors in the movie that, like I said, they're in like more than 1 or 2 scenes, are terrible. There are a few other actors who didn't do a bad job, but they're only in like 1 scene. Everyone else is terrible. Just everyone. They're all terrible castings or terribly acted. Whether or not, like the guy who plays Igor, he's fine, but the acting is terrible. Or the character, I don't know what it is. He's terrible, even though, like, I don't know, I can't pinpoint if it's the actor or not. It's just terrible. Might even just be the fact that the movie around it was terrible. Because Igor is like, big hunchback and everything. The Igor in this movie had a slight limp, and that was like the only detail they gave him. They're like, oh yeah, he has a limp, and he looks like he looks like a Play-Doh, like he looks like a clay figure that was melted and everything. But he doesn't, like, that doesn't make me think Igor. But whatever. No big deal. Not a huge deal. He's okay. Yeah, then of course, like I said, the vampires. I very rarely seen acting that bad. Like, very, very rarely have I just seen a movie where I'm just like, I didn't know that was possible to do that bad. Like that, like, I could have done that. Like, should I be an actor? No. Yeah, terrible. Oh, terrible. Yeah, and then the guy who plays Frankenstein, it's just a terrible casting. Like, because everything about Frankenstein in the movie is terrible. Well, actually, well, I have to take that back a little bit. The opening scene that starts with, like, the opening of Frankenstein, the creation of Frankenstein, when he's first turned on, I guess you could call it, like when the lightning strikes and he's, like, first alive. And you don't see his face, like, he's just covered up and he moves. The movement looks cool. Like, that scene is okay. Like, that's not terrible. But later when you see his face, you're like, that's not at all. Like, when you see, like, his skin and how he's, like, supposedly stitched together, but it's very clearly just a big fat guy in a suit. Which is another thing. Why on earth, if you're going to stitch people together, why would you not make a big muscly dude? Why on earth would you put together a dude with a beer belly? That makes no sense. Yeah, so anyway, just, yeah, the casting for Frankenstein was terrible. It wasn't even that I don't even remember if the acting was terrible. It's just the casting was just dreadful. Let's see. I probably should move on to a different movie just because I have talked the crap out of this movie. I don't know what to talk about. At least the vampires in this movie don't glow in the sun. They don't glimmer. They don't sparkle. There's no sparkling in this movie, at least. Yeah. What's something else I can compliment this movie over? I can compliment it over the fact, once again, like I said, they did the sets and the costumes, for the most part, are phenomenal in this movie. Like, they look like professional sets. Like, I feel like half the team of the movie knew exactly what to do. Like, they knew exactly what to do. Like, I don't know. I feel like half the other team fell asleep through the briefing. It's just like, you want 3 female actresses, right? Okay, let's just get these, like, 3 models who've never probably acted a day in their life or even know how to speak and just, like, put them in the movie. Because, whatever. I don't know. I can't come up with anything to say about that. They're just terrible. It's terrible. The guy that plays Dracula, his acting's over the top. I feel like he could have been a fantastic Dracula. I feel like I keep saying I feel. My God, I'm just on repeat today. He was pretty good. I feel like he couldn't. I feel like he was probably trying to copy the female vampires to act kind of. Oh, I'm still attached to this. Why am I still attached to that flag? Anyway, I feel like he was trying to mimic them, which caused him to be terrible. He might have been fine, but the female actors, oh my God. No, painful to watch. It's amazing. Not all of the female. Like I said, the main woman might have been fine. I don't remember her acting being offensive. She just was a weird casting choice. She doesn't fit the theme. Let's see, what else can I talk about? I can go back to Alien Resurrection. Oh yeah, let me talk about the ladder scene in, like, one of my new favorite movies from last night. I say favorite not because it's a good movie, but because I hate it, because, like, there was nothing to like about the movie, which is why I loved it so much. It was laughable. Like, I'm not kidding. I gave myself a headache, a really bad, like, splitting headache, laughing so hard at that movie last night. So funny. Alien Resurrection, my favorite scene in that movie is the ladder scene, because there's a scene, like, they're on a ladder, and it takes like 5 minutes for them to get off this ladder. It's like a 5-minute ladder scene. And there's a xenomorph right behind them. But for some reason, instead of just going like, oh, like, you know, it's a xenomorph in the same room as them, and they haven't killed it yet, they're probably all dead. Nope, it's just like, oh, the xenomorph just like stops moving when it's not on camera. Because it's right behind them. But whenever it's not on camera, the characters seem to have plenty of time. Like, I imagine if the camera was just, like, not on the xenomorph, the characters could probably, like, just chill out. Because, like, nothing happens in the movie when the xenomorph isn't on camera. They don't move. They don't move in the movie. Like, it doesn't feel like they're alive. Where am I headed? What am I doing? Sorry. I just went into autopilot into this strike. My God. What was I saying? Yes. So it's like the xenomorphs don't even. They don't move. And it's hilarious because this ladder scene, the xenomorph is within like hugging range. Like it's within like it's way more than arm's reach of the guy, right? And yet it takes it like 2 minutes just to grab him. Like how? How do you screw up that bad? Like, did any of you ever, have you guys ever heard of, like, time? Like, is that, like, a construct that you don't understand? It's terrible. I think it's even worse, though, when they're in the water. Oh, that's right. Wait, I completed it? Solar? Oh, I finished! Guys, we did it! Awesome! We finally finished the arc. Finally. Okay. Now we can get rid of that and put this on. We need to find an event to recharge on. We can't do the same one though because we're in the same area. It's just we're gonna stay attached to the flag. We'll do this one. Yeah, that scene though. The xenomorph. Okay, so the scene starts with them all getting into the water because there's no way around the water for some reason. There's no way to get around the water. It's their only chance. We have to swim for it. So they go into the water to swim around in this spaceship. That makes sense. And one of them. Oh, this is amazing as well. One of them randomly goes for no apparent reason. I don't think there was any sound effect either. It was just they're swimming through the water, and one of them randomly, like the one in the back, goes. On DLive? Oh, yes. It's on DLive Lab. Oh, here. Sorry. Dude, I'm sorry if I'm, like, incredibly annoying. I'm sorry, man. I just can't think of it. I'm not here today. The number you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please call back later. Yeah, so, like, the guy in the back of the scene, right? The guy in the back just randomly, or actually I think it was a woman, whose only scene was her in underwear. Like that was the only thing she did in the movie. Hey Johnny, hi! You came in at the worst time. You came in while I'm talking about something never mind. Anyway, yeah. So. She serves no purpose to the movie, though. Like, she doesn't do anything in the movie. And, oh, God. So, anyway, back up. So, what she does is, they're swimming in the water, and for no apparent reason, she looks behind, like, she just goes, there's two xenomorphs behind them in the water, and it's like, how did you know that? Like, how did you know to look behind you? But not only does she look behind her, all the other characters, like, also do. Like, when she reacts, all the other characters also look behind her. It's like, you're underwater! How did you hear that? How do you know that? Like, how do you know that there's xenomorphs behind you? Yeah, on Tidy Lives. Yeah, on Tidy Labs. Yeah, Tidy Labs is new. I was only told about it, like, a week ago. Yeah. Oh, man. It's amazing. So then the xenomorphs, the incredibly smart, clever xenomorphs, right? one of the characters shoots a grenade launcher at the xenomorphs. These two xenomorphs who are swimming in the water and apparently are amazing swimmers because they are way faster than the humans. Faster, right? They're faster, and they're really quickly gaining on the humans. They shoot a grenade launcher at them underwater, and the first xenomorph just swims right around it like a boss. And you're like, oh, so they're smart. They're gonna. Well, I mean, we know the xenomorphs are smart. Yeah, they're smart. They're gonna dodge the scene. And then the second xenomorph is like, what's this? And headbutts the thing. It's like, what? What? And it blows up. And its acid blood doesn't do anything. This is important to remember for later in the scene. Its acid blood doesn't do anything at this point in the movie. Underwater. It just doesn't exist, apparently. So then, the other xenomorph is still hot on their tail. It's right behind them. It's going to catch up to them in like 2 seconds. So then the character just keeps swimming, but they're swimming faster now because there's xenomorphs behind them. Oh, I missed the flag. Crap. Whatever. Where's the event? I need the event to start so I can kill stuff. Yeah, so they're swimming faster now. And they get to the other side where they need to come out of the water, but oh no, it's sealed off by alien goop. And you're like, oh no, the xenomorph's about to catch them in like a half a second because it was right behind them and could swim much faster than them. And then it shows back to the alien and it hasn't moved. They swam like 30 feet. And the other xenomorph just hasn't moved. It just went, I guess I'll just stay here for now because I'm not on screen. I'll just like chill out and read a newspaper while I'm not on screen. What? Why didn't you chase them? Why are you right behind? Why haven't you killed them yet? Because, oh man, it's terrible. So they're struggling to get through the alien goop and the xenomorph is still just like, well, instead of swimming fast at you guys now, I'm gonna just take chill time. Swimming is so slow now. It went from being super fast, and now it's like the slowest thing ever. And where'd my grenades go? My melee is supposed to give me infinite grenades. Okay, well I'm leaving this event. I'm only here for the grenade kills. And if it's going to glitch out, there's no reason for me to be here. Yeah, so I'll go here, I guess. Yeah, so the xenomorph just randomly decides, oh, I'll go really slow now for no reason. So the characters are still beating up on the alien. Hey, Vector, how are you doing today, dude? Thank you so much for the upvote. I'm complaining about one of my favorite movies I've ever seen, which I watched for the first time last night. And laughed so hard at I gave myself a headache. Alien Resurrection. It's amazing. Anyway, so they're beating up on the alien goop on the like while they're underwater. And I don't even remember who broke through it. I think it was Ripley. I think Ripley just came up and punched through it and it's like, okay, whatever. And they start to climb out of the water. And the xenomorph is still somehow way behind them. Even though it was right behind them like a minute ago. It was right behind them. Like it's right there. But nope, it wasn't on screen, so it stopped moving. Oh god, it's so bad. So this is the ladder scene I'm talking about. They're finally to the ladder. They start climbing up the ladder. And the xenomorph comes up to the hole while they are finally climbing out and doesn't even attack them. It watches them climb out of the water instead of attacking them. For some reason, the xenomorph's just like, huh. Look at that! It's like you're a xenomorph! Who made this movie? It's so bad. I also forgot to do this right. Whatever. Where are you? Okay, once again we have to teleport again now. But, oh god, so they're all starting to climb up the ladder, and then the xenomorph is still right behind them. It's right in the water, right there, like 3 feet behind them. But it's not moving because it's not on camera. It's not moving anymore, okay? So they climb all the way up the ladder, even though it was right behind them. They climb all the way up to the top of this massive, massive ladder. This huge ladder. They climb all the way up to the top, and the xenomorph hasn't even come out of the water yet for some reason. And then the scientist, like the first guy up there, the evil scientist who's evil for no reason, randomly goes, "Give me your gun, like the door's jammed, give me your gun, let me through." And even I'm like, yeah, go ahead, give him a gun. That, like it makes sense. The door's jammed, help him break through the door. Like, it makes sense, because, because why on earth would he betray them? This scientist has no reason to betray these guys, the main characters, because at this point they're all fighting for their own, like, for their survival, and this scientist staying with these people is his only way of surviving. Otherwise, he is screwed. So, of course, even though they're his only chance of survival, they hand him the gun, and he immediately goes, "How stupid are you? You handed me the gun." It's like, why would they not have handed you the gun? Like, logically, handing you the gun made perfect sense because there's a xenomorph right behind us, and we're all about to die. And he shoots the not an android, what's her name? Winona Ryder. He shoots the totally not an android Winona Ryder, and she falls into the water. It's a big dramatic moment, and still the xenomorph is not behind them. It's right in the water, but it's not up there yet. It hasn't joined them yet for some reason. It waits very patiently for Winona Ryder to die and then fall down into the water patiently. Actually, the xenomorph might have just come out of the water. I don't remember. I don't remember if it's on the ladder yet or not, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The point still stands. It's not killing them yet, so the point still stands. She falls down into the water. Oh no! And they're all screaming about it, even though half the characters hate her at this point of the movie because she basically caused this, like, the entire problem with the movie, supposedly, according to the characters. So they all hate her. So why on earth are they all freaking out that she's dead? Doesn't make any sense. So, oh no, she's dead. And then the xenomorph finally comes out of the water. And just chills out behind the guy, the guy that's on the bottom of the ladder. Just chills out. Doesn't attack him. Just chills out. Just hangs out there. And they start shooting at it. And it gives them a good, like, 5 minutes to start shooting at the thing. The thing is on the ladder forever. Even longer than it takes me to tell this story. Here, come here. I want to get double kill. Thank you. So, they're on the ladder. It's finally there. It's not attacking them. It's just there. Why it's not attacking them, no one knows. And they start shooting at it. And it's the xenomorph that's on a ladder. It's on a ladder, by the way. I want to keep repeating that, right? The xenomorph is on a ladder, so there's not really many places for it to run to, right? Or, like, to move. Not much room, right, on this tiny little ladder? Well, it magically dodges every bullet. The xenomorph is able to use a ladder to dodge bullets. That's how well this thing can move, apparently. Die, please. God. So it starts dodging all the bullets. Of course, one of the characters guns gems, because it has to. It's a movie. There has to be a jammed gun. There can't not be a jammed gun. So then all the characters keep missing the alien that's right behind them, right on their tail. I'm almost tired of talking, but I mean, I'm loving it, but the fact I'm a really bad storyteller, especially when I'm, you know, like playing a game and trying not to get completely lost in the video game. I'm sorry. Let me know if this is annoying, because I'll stop. I'm sorry. I'll stop immediately. So, yeah, they're on... So, then Ron Perlman, if you guys don't know who that is, he's like Hellboy. You probably recognize him as Hellboy. That actor is in it. He does like this cool... like he puts his legs in the thing and he bends down on the ladder and starts shooting at the alien and still missing, by the way. It starts blasting it repeatedly and missing somehow. And then finally a bullet hits the Xenomorph in the face. And about right then, like right as it gets shot in the face, it finally decides to attack the guy on the back of the ladder. Like the very bottom guy. And he's hanging on for dear life. And you're just thinking, oh, yeah, that makes perfect sense. This guy he totally survives being on this ladder with a Xenomorph, being held on to by a Xenomorph, right? And he has, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, there's the crippled guy in the movie is like on his back. So he falls off the ladder because the Xenomorph grabbed his leg, and he can't shake it off, even though it's dead. It's dead at this point. Also, I hope Johnny isn't watching right now because I promise if I'm focusing on a movie, I can tell a story much better, I promise. Than this. I'm currently mid-stream and playing a game, so I'm not the best. Especially since I'm trying to remember the sequence in which all this crap happens in the movie. It's amazing because the crippled guy on his back who's doing a C-3PO, like on Chewbacca, like backpack guy thing, grabs the ladder and is holding on for dear life with the big guy who, for some reason, fell off the ladder because the Xenomorph can't shake his leg. Or, you know, just turn his foot so that the Xenomorph slides right off. That guy falls off the ladder, and the crippled has to somehow do a 180 without falling at all off the ladder. They don't move down, like, at all. And the cripple goes, huh, and grabs the ladder, does a 180 midair somehow, and grabs the ladder. So now he's holding the ladder, being like, kick off the Xenomorph off your foot so that we don't die. Oh, yeah, and he also has a weird lisp. That's why I'm doing it. Anyway, so he's shaking off the Xenomorph, and he can't get it off his foot. And the cripple's about to fall off the ladder and drop them both down into water. So they wouldn't die, because it's just water. Because early in the... Thank you so much for the upvote, DLive. Thank you. But yeah, so they're being dropped just into water. So why don't they just drop off the ladder, right? Like, why does it matter? Oh no, they're gonna fall off the ladder. And then this was the problem. See, now I'm actually telling the story instead of playing the game. Anyway, like you're thinking like, oh no, they fall off the ladder into water, and you might argue, oh no, they can't fall off the ladder because, you know, the Xenomorph just blew up there and all the acid blood is in the water. It wasn't earlier when you blew up a Xenomorph like 10 feet away from you guys. No acid, there was no acid then, so why would there be acid now? That makes no sense. Yeah, that drove me crazy. Then you have the whole... This is my favorite scene of the movie. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in a movie. Like, bar none. I hate this scene in this movie. But I love it at the same time because it encapsulates what makes this movie so bad. This black guy who's hanging from the crippled guy behind him, and they're falling off, and they could just fall into the water and not die. Just want to continue pointing that out. He's not like his face got burned by the alien's acid blood, but he's still functional. Like, there's nothing wrong with him, right? There's nothing wrong with this guy, other than the fact his face is burning. But he's not dead. He even shows he's still fine. Like, it specifically shows that is fine. He's not at all about to die or weakened or anything. There's nothing wrong with his arms or his legs. And so the cripple is about to fall off the ladder, right? And he can't hold him any longer, right? So this guy goes and does the noble thing and sacrifices himself by unbuckling himself from the crippled guy and falling into the water. Oh no, he fell into the water that is water and would not kill him. Oh no, what a heroic sacrifice, right? That's heroic, right? Falling into water? And they act like he's dead. Well, I mean, he died in the movie, but he wouldn't have, like, that doesn't make any sense. But even if you want to argue the acid blood thing, the biggest argument, the worst thing about the scene, why didn't he just grab the ladder? that he is on. He's on a ladder. His arms are fine. Why didn't he just grab the ladder? It makes me mad. Not mad. I love it. I honestly love this movie. I am kind of want to watch it again tonight. I probably won't watch it tonight. I'll probably like skip through and watch my favorite bits again tonight just because I loved it. But he's on a ladder and he doesn't grab it. He acts like the cripple who's holding him up right now because the cripple guy can't hold him much longer. He's acting like he's saving his life by dropping from this, by unattaching himself instead of, you know, just grab the ladder right behind him. It's that simple. Good night, Trumpet. Dude, thank you so much for sticking like around, dude. I really appreciate it. Even though I've been ranting like crazy today. Yeah, I'm sorry. I've been like a really, I say rant actually. I love these movies. It's so I love it. Yeah, so just I'd highly recommend this movie. Alien Resurrection is amazing. It's a phenomenal movie. He was on a ladder. On a ladder. He's on a stinking ladder. And just randomly he's like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself by dropping off the cliff. And like I just imagine all the characters just being like, you could have just grabbed the ladder. Like you didn't have to die. It is the most well, not most, but it's one of the most pointless movie sacrifices I've ever seen. Because it's played to be so dramatic, and it's the second dramatic death scene of the, well, I mean death scene. Sorry, death of the scene I meant. In the single scene, one of which was a fake out, and the other was served no purpose and shouldn't have happened. It's just, yeah. I love that movie. Have I said that enough today? I don't know. I'm being sarcastic. I've not said anything but that today. I've got to come up with something else to say. Sorry, something else to talk about. Missed. Something I can, hey, you. Yeah, yeah, let's see, what else to talk about? What's the thing I haven't ranted about today? Well, that was easy. Screw it, we're good to do that. Like, we already almost had our grenade back already, but, where are you? There we go. I think we're gonna go ahead to Mars real quick. Yeah, it was great. So something to rage about now. Okay. Legend of Zelda. Sure. I'll talk about Legend of Zelda. I'll talk about how it's not my favorite. I don't not like Legend. Well, I mean, let me rephrase. I don't hate Legend of Zelda. It's not my favorite. I don't really enjoy it all that much. I've played several of them. I played Ocarina of Time all the way through. I played most of Twilight Princess, but I got bored and just stopped playing. I beat Skyward Sword. That was my first one, actually. I've never played Majora's Mask. I'm pretty sure I would enjoy that one. I just didn't really enjoy any of the 3D Zeldas because I played them all. Oh, actually, let me rephrase. I forgot. I'm sorry. I almost forgot. Breath of the Wild exists. I am so sorry. That is one of the best games ever made. I feel like a complete moron for saying I didn't enjoy any of the Zeldas. Okay, I can't be here. I thought this would be a good idea. It turns out this was a bad idea. Thought I spilt water or something on my. Anyway. Hey, Money Star. Wow, that sounds like fun. How was that, dude? Sounds like fun. I've done that before. It's really fun, actually. Like, I'm not usually into that kind of stuff. How you been doing, dude? It's been a while. I've been ranting about my favorite terrible movies all day. I hope your day is going good. I'm trying to think of something else to talk about right now. I was going to talk about how, like, the Legend of Zelda games I like, because I don't not like them. Well, actually, that is it. I don't hate them. I just don't really enjoy them. They're not my favorites, most of them. But of course, Breath of the Wild is amazing, and I really like the 2D ones, but the 3D ones just aren't for me. Not my favorites. Like, I've never really gone like, oh, dude, you have to play so-and-so Zelda, except for Breath of the Wild, because it's just, like, one of the best games. That game would be perfect if it had, like, the side quests of, like, Skyrim. If it had, like, the Skyrim side quests, and maybe not even character customization, but, like, if you could, like, play as, like, Linkle or something, just for the sake of character customization. Yeah, just purely for that. Because I'm actually one that I'm not somebody who plays as female characters. I just like the option to customize my character, and even that would have helped. Where am I headed? What am I doing? I need to find a public event. That's what I'm doing. Find a public event so I can get to it. Yeah. So of course, Breath of the Wild is like almost one of the almost a perfect game. But back to what I was saying. The other Legend of Zeldas, there aren't any that I am like, whoa. I have to... Okay, that's what that was. Sorry, I saw somebody message me on Discord, and no one else ever messages me on Discord, so the fact that I saw one, I'm like, oh, this is probably important. And it was fairly important. It was pretty important. It wasn't just like, oh, it means nothing to me. Yeah, so, Link Between Worlds, right? That's the one I liked. I really liked the one for the 3DS. Yeah, anyway, that Zelda, really good. I actually really enjoyed that. That's definitely my favorite, not Breath of the Wild one I've played. I really enjoyed that one because it was, like, fun and unique, and it wasn't just... I think my problem with them was the fact that, for me, I had already played, like, Dark Souls and stuff, and it was just kind of like an easier version of Dark Souls in the gameplay, at least, the 3D Zeldas. So I just remember just being like, it's not my favorite. Like, I'd rather play something else. I'd rather be playing, like, Dark Souls. Once again, there isn't a problem with the 3D Zeldas. They're just not my preference. Everyone has different preferences. Yeah. Let's see. I loved the painting feature though. In what's the one I keep talking about? Link Between Worlds. The painting idea is just so cool and clever, and Nintendo, you guys are amazing. No, at game design. Even though I don't like a lot of your game design philosophies, I can't say that they don't know when they actually dump their heart and soul into a game. They nail it. They just don't nail anything else. They only nail games, but everything else they suck at. Which is why, in my opinion, they should just, you know, why don't they just put all the Nintendo games on like a PlayStation? Because then they can make amazing games, but then they don't have to make a crappy console. I'm not saying the Switch is actually crappy. The Switch is awesome, but like every other Nintendo console since the PS2 came out hasn't compared to the PS2 or Xboxes. So they might as well, like, once again though, the Switch is actually really cool. I won't actually take that away. The Switch is awesome. It's the only Nintendo console that I have actually been like, oh, I really wish I had one of those. Whereas like the Wii, I never cared about. The Wii U, no one cared about. I never cared to have a GameCube. There was never really a Nintendo console where I'm like, how is it possible I don't have that? until the Switch. The Switch is the only one that I've always wished I had one. Not always, but you know, like since it's been out. Yeah. So it would be cool though if they would like basically like what would happen if Nintendo just became a gaming company, a video game company? That'd be awesome. How cool would that be? Because like right now, yes, they are absolutely a gaming company. I'm not taking that away from them. I'm saying like they make consoles and games, but their consoles in comparison, like the Switch is awesome. I won't take that away from it. Like I just said, I won't take that away from it. But could you imagine if the exact same design pretty much was taken to like Sony or something? Could you imagine how much better it even would have been if like an actually better at making console like company would have done with the exact same device? Once again, the Switch is amazing, but like Nintendo's not really famous for making the best devices because their devices are always like 2 years outdated. So it, oh, I thought I had finished this. I'm like, oh, 80? Oh, wow, we're getting really close already. Jeez, awesome, finally. And then I think after that, all I need is just to do a Nightfall. I'm so excited, guys. We're finally going to have it. I hope I don't, wait, do I have to do just a Nightfall or a heroic Nightfall, please? Just a Nightfall. Guys, we can do just a normal Nightfall. Yes. Oh, the normal Nightfall is very easy. From what I've heard. In fact, I could probably solo it. Especially since I think I only need to wear the helmet. I'm actually taking off my headphones because I don't care to hear the game at the moment because all I'm doing is running around killing things at the moment to farm the melee kills. Not melee kills, sorry, grenade kills. And it actually feels better because it's hot today. So well, it's been hot like every day. It's like especially hot today. So having the earmuffs off my ears means it's slightly cooler for me. And it feels good. It feels better to have my ears free. Hey, you're actually still here. I thought you tuned out like immediately, which is not a big deal. If you had to go, don't feel bad. I'm just like, you commented once and you disappeared. So I'm like, oh, okay, you probably just tuned in just to say hi. Which is, like I said, perfectly fine. Don't ever feel bad about having to just tune in to say hi. Like, that's awesome. Thank you. But anyway, what was the comment? I didn't even read it. I just saw that there was a comment. I didn't read it. Here in a second. That's you're dead. You're dead. Okay. Kill you. There we go. And okay, so we're fairly close to having reach it. Okay, now I need to actually read this. Friends show me picture and I'll quote it. If I'm better, you're a noob. If you're better than me, you have no life. If everybody is better than me, I have lag. That's exactly what it is. That is exactly how it works. Oh, you noob. Oh, you hacker. Oh, you're... Yeah, that's exactly how it works. Wait a sec. Have I been playing this wrong the whole time? Oh, I feel like a complete moron now. Even more so than usual. Excuse me, just a second. Here, pardon me. Actually, I want to try this. I want to try this spot over here first, real quick, actually. Because I feel like it's denser with smaller enemies, if I remember correctly. Or at least it's more enclosed, so it should probably be easy to get multi-kills. What was I saying? Yes! Okay, so talking about companies coming together, though, like gaming companies. Sony, what is up? What is wrong with you? Really? Really? You're gonna be those guys, huh? If you guys don't know, if you guys don't know, Microsoft and Nintendo are now friends. If you're playing Minecraft, I don't know why I said Microsoft. If you're playing Minecraft on a Nintendo Switch or an Xbox One or the PC, if you're playing the Bedrock Edition, not just like default, but if you're playing on the PC or the Bedrock Edition, you can play with each other. Nintendo Switch can play with Xbox and PC. PC can play with Xbox and Nintendo Switch. They can all play together. You know what can't? PlayStation 4. You know why? Because Sony hates everybody. So, yeah, we don't get to have nice things because Sony can't have friends. Doesn't know how to make friends. So, come on, Sony, really? And the thing is, like, it's not because of Microsoft or anything. Microsoft have actually offered. They're the ones that came out and like, hey, if Sony wants to do crossplay, which is what it's called, they've actually come out and said, hey, Sony, if you guys want to do crossplay, we are totally down. We can make every game that has multiplayer play from PS4 to Xbox, just like instantly. Just there's a ton of games, Fortnite included, where the creator Epic Games, Epic Games is like, oh yeah, we could have like crossplay done instant. Like it would be like instant. Sony said yes, it would be done. Because if you probably never heard of this actually, but there was something that happened in Fortnite before it became super popular. In Fortnite, they accidentally, Epic Games one time accidentally turned on crossplay, meaning for like a few hours. For a few hours, people on PS4 on Fortnite could play with people on Xbox. And everyone was like, this is so cool! I can play with my friends now. It's awesome. Oh, Fallout. Yeah, well, that's another problem, yeah. I love it. I love it that Todd Howard just ripped into Sony. I love that. That made me really happy. Just knowing that he's just like us, and he's even like, yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Hey, wouldn't it be nice, Sony? Wouldn't that be nice if you were cool? Wouldn't that be? I love that. Man, that made me love that guy even more. I mean, I already love Todd Howard. I mean, yeah, design. Well, if you don't know who that is, he's like, I actually forget what his position is. I don't know if he's just like the face of Bethesda Game Studios. I almost just say Bethesda. A lot of people would just call him Bethesda, but that's also a location. So if you say, just say it's Bethesda, people might think you're talking about the location. But anyway, if you don't know who that is, by any chance you don't know what Bethesda is, it's, well, like you said, it's Fallout. Fallout, Skyrim, the game, the designer, the company that made that, Dishonored. What else did they make recently? Or like in recent years? Well, whatever. Anyway, yeah. I already love their games, so the fact that he even came out, I was like, oh yeah, we would also love that if Sony were cool. We'd also love that. It's so cool. Because it adds even more pressure to Sony to be cool, which they refuse to be. But yeah, there's always oh, I didn't even realize, I'm sorry, it only just hit me that maybe me wearing my headphones like that would make an echo in the game. I'll just remove them, because I don't even care to listen to it at this point. Because like I said, at this point, all I'm doing is killing enemies. I don't even hear, and it feels better on my ears. You see, my ears are like bright red because they're burning. Join it's probably right. Yeah, awesome. Good job, Todd. I thought there was a guy back there. There usually is. There wasn't that time. I always forget that there's a feature. Look at this. I always forget Destiny has cover shooting. If you're behind the cover, I'm just hitting trigger, right? And my character's automatically standing up because I'm near cover that's programmed to act like cover. That's a feature that does not need to exist. I don't get it. Like, it's a cool feature. It just doesn't have... Oh, I finished it! Yes! So we're done with this. Awesome. All we have to do is a nightfall. That's it. All we have to do is a nightfall. What's this? I don't know what the setting is on the nightfall this week. I'm gonna put that there. I don't know why I actually specifically wanted that. Anyway, if you didn't know, Fallout New Vegas was the best because Obsidian had also helped create the game. Oh yeah, absolutely. It was because Obsidian brought new ideas to Fallout. Because while Bethesda makes great games, they're not always the best at ideas of features, and Obsidian had ideas. They're like, we love this game and we've played it and we've been big fans for a long time. Could we add like our own like cool features to it? And yeah, like absolutely, the reputation system definitely should have come back for Fallout 4, but I still do enjoy Fallout 4. I do not understand all the flack that game gets. I don't get it. Like, I understand some of the flack, like a lot of it does, but I don't think it deserves nearly as much flack as it gets by fans. I don't get it. because it is a beautiful looking game. It is the in my opinion, it's the most polished Bethesda game. And you could just say that's because it's the newest. You can absolutely say that. I could see that argument. But I still think that it is still, even just equivalently, it's still the best. Most polished, not best. Sorry, not best, but most polished, like Bethesda game, period. Because it doesn't feel like... I love Skyrim. I love the game. But sometimes you just wish that you wouldn't be spawn killed. Sometimes you wish that like you could spawn and not immediately get destroyed by whatever destroyed you. Like, wouldn't that be nice sometimes? Because like there's sometimes in Skyrim that you will like if you save during a fight, like I think the autosave system is like one of my biggest peeves with Skyrim is the fact that you always have to save or else you lose for like tons and tons of time. You don't save like all the time. I think you can actually do this solo because I did all the other missions last night off screen, or like the two other ones I didn't do on screen because I knew I was going to be raging, which I did. I wasn't happy about it, but whatever. I did them. Off screen last night, and yeah, I was able to solo them, even though it just took me like 2 hours to beat both of them. I mean both of them individually, not 2 hours just to beat them. It took me forever, and it wasn't fun. But anyway, whatever. I imagine because I was able to do that, I imagine this will be very similar. I just need to go very slowly. And also, hey, if I get to the end, I can probably find, like, really easily just find somebody to just like jump in and help me with the boss, I'm sure. Because honestly, I lied. I can't do this. There's too many. Yeah. Well, let me rephrase. I meant I could probably still do it. I just meant like I can't do it first try. A lot in Skyrim because you're a noob. Yeah, because you're a noob. Well, yeah, that's another thing about Skyrim though is that it's an amazing game, but no one feature in Skyrim is super polished. Like, everything is broken in some way. Like, I love the game. I've played, like, 600 hours of Skyrim overall. Which, for a single-player game, that's a lot. Like, Destiny 1 is, like, the only game I've actually played, probably even more. Hey, Gigi, thank you so much for the upvote. Thank you. I didn't even see it because I took off my headphones because it was hurting my ears, and I don't need the headphones to hear that I'm being shot by the Vex. I don't need to hear it, so I just took them off. Because it's hot and my headphones were killing my ears, destroying them. So I thank you so much for the upvote. I hope I didn't miss it for too long. I feel bad. I hope it hadn't been sitting there for a while. How's your day going? I was talking about I was complaining about Skyrim. Well, the thing is, like I said, I love Skyrim. It's a fantastic game. But nothing about it is well polished. Like every part of the game has a lot of issues with it. The combat can be completely broken. The fact that enemies, like, the scaling doesn't work properly. I hate fighting. If I'm playing my highest hours in wow, jeez. Wow, that's a lot of game. That's a lot of time. Yeah, I decided I don't want to actually try this solo. I changed my mind. I don't want to do this. What was I saying? I was saying something, right? I'm pretty sure I was saying something. Yes. So, in Skyrim, I hate fighting mages. If I'm not playing a mage, even then it sucks sometimes. Because, like, you never know how strong they are. They might one-shot you. They might not do any damage. You never know. So you'll get in a fight, and you'll be like, oh yeah, I totally got this. They're a mage. No big deal. And then they'll completely wipe the floor with you. And you're like, oh, yeah, that was fun and fair. Thanks. Thank you. So, like, that's... I hate that I feel like I gotta hate on Skyrim sometimes. But, once again, phenomenal game overall. It is so good in so many ways that it makes up for almost all of its shortcomings. But like, if it was just slightly, if they had like another year to just polish everything, it would have been like the best game ever made. It would have been perfect. But it still feels like it was slightly unfinished. Like I said though, I love the game. Put like 600 hours into it. I love it. Yeah. Let's see. What's another thing about the game that is very flawed? Just the way like everything about the game is flawed in some way. There's nothing about the game is like perfect. And it's a bummer. Whatever. It's no big deal. Like, you just get over it. Also, I almost just copy pasted something. That was the hour on. I think that was the only fun game for me at the time. Yeah, absolutely. There have been times in gaming history that there's just not much happening. There's not many games. You're just like, oh, yeah, this is fun. You know what game I do want to get into though? And I talked about this yesterday, but I don't think anyone that's currently tuned in was actually tuned in then. So I'll talk about it again. World of Warcraft. I've wanted to get into it forever. Like, since I was even little, like smaller, younger. I refuse to say when I was a kid because I'm still a child. Yeah, so like I've always wanted to get into World of Warcraft, but I was never able to because I didn't have a PC. Now I do. I'm using it. But since I got this PC, I tried out the free, like the free 10-day trial, but I sadly wasn't able to play it all 10 days. So I ended up getting, I saved it until I thought I would have like 10 free days with nothing to do. So I'm like, oh yeah, great. I have like 10 days to just like have fun in this game. I've heard amazing things about, and then I ended up only being able to play like half the days. That was funny. And then, yeah, so, I was still, I'm like, I didn't enjoy that enough to be worth like $200 just to get into the game. Okay, it's not that much, but still, you had to pay like $60 for the default game. You had to pay the monthly subscription, and you had to pay for the new DLCs. I'm like, it's not, for me, it wasn't worth that. I'm like, I'm not really sure I want to get into that. I don't want to pay that much to play a game I might not even enjoy that much. So, World of Warcraft, What? Oh, you mean that's what the player base feels like? Yeah, everyone only has a few hours in it, or that's the only thing they play. Yeah, I can absolutely see that. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, so yeah, but now they just changed things. They finally just changed things about World of Warcraft. You know what they changed? It is way cheaper. You know why? Because the base game and all the previous DLCs are free. You have to pay the monthly subscription, and you have to buy the new DLC, and that's it. That's it. So, if I wanted to play, it's just like, I don't know how much, probably 15 to 20 bucks, and I have a month. I can play. So, I'm thinking about it. Well played. Well played. Psych, you thought new comment. But it turns out, it was a useless comment just to say psych. By the same person. Well played. I'm gonna try the Source Regime because I only just got this thing. I want to try it in PvP. First kill. Woohoo! Get wrecked. Get riggedy wrecked. Oh, I love this sniper. This is my favorite sniper in the game. Oh, well, other than the Darcy, of course. I can't shoot with it because I've only played like one match of Crucible today, but you know. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy's using Risk Runner. I gotta change the element on my gun if I want to fight this guy. Hello. I just got this gun as well. I'm using 3 gun. Well, not 3. I've had this gun before. Not before. Never mind. I got 2. I'm trying 2 new guns that I've never been able to use before in this game because I had Soros Regime in the first game, like everybody. Love this gun. It's one of my favorite guns in all of Destiny. Oh! That hurt my feelings. Come here. Come here. Come hither. Yeah, so this thing is basically mini Sweet Business. My kill. Haha. Oh, I changed my mind. I don't want to get killed by your entire team. Also, I have learned to play Destiny 2, or Destiny actually 1 and 2, Crucible, without sound. Because back in the day, before I, like, my current setup, I wasn't actually able to listen to music and stuff and the game at the same time. Because I had to share my game room with, like, my brother and my father and everybody, right? Because it was also, like, an office as well, so, because we didn't have enough room. Anyway, so, all of that, right? So, I just got used to playing Destiny without audio. Unless I was, of course, playing with people, but, like, if I was just, like, playing Crucible, I don't even need audio. Audio helps, but I don't, like, need it. I got to the point I don't need it anymore. Especially because Destiny is so good about telling you, like, just by looks. Like, a deaf person could play the Crucible and be almost just as effective as somebody who can hear. Almost. Not, obviously not as, but close enough. Like, look at this. I can't hear it. I don't have any audio because I'm not using the audio. And I'm playing just fine. Because Destiny's very good about audio. Or not audio, visuals. Also, I'm dead. I didn't see that guy. My bad. I didn't see he was shooting me from the left. That was my fault. I was aiming down sights. I'm loving the Suros, by the way. This gun is awesome. It might just be a fluke. It could just be a fluke. I need to try it a lot more before I decide whether or not I love it completely. Also, that was the best shot I've ever made. Okay. No one saw that, right? There's not 37 people watching on DLive, right? That's not that, you know? Yeah, okay, good. Just want to make sure. Oh, come on. Oh, whoa! I got the weird teleport glitch. I got the weird teleport glitch. He's reporting the crap out of me right now. Yeah, I would report me for that too. I'm not claiming that he shouldn't report me. I mean, he shouldn't, but he doesn't know that. And if that happened to me, I would totally report the guy because it would look like hacking. But like, I'm not I'm playing on Xbox. How on earth would you hack it? Also, I only just noticed I'm actually slightly hindered than usual because I forgot to return on a feature of my controller because I'm using an Elite controller. So actually, that's a pay to win thing, I guess. Some people would call it that. Oh. Anyway, but yeah, I forgot to put on my trigger, my trigger lock, so that you can't pull the trigger all the way down, so that you can spam the button faster. Oh God. Oh, what do you think about Source Regime, dude? Well, I love this gun. I am loving this, by the way. I heard this gun wasn't the best, but I'm loving this. Because it's like everything good about Sweet Business, but better. Plus, I have a chance to heal myself. Randomly. This is awesome. I'm loving this. This gun is also awesome. Just want to point that out. This might be like my new loadout for the day. I was like joking about this loadout. This is a test, but I'm loving it. Report works from you being watched, not by other people, obviously. Yeah, like the thing is, like if that guy reported me, and like I said, I would totally have reported myself, not myself, but like I would definitely have reported somebody else that also somehow glitched out and like dodged, like because that looked like hacking, right? That would have looked like hacking. But like if you play this game a lot, you know that that's just a glitch that really rarely, but does happen. It happens very rarely, but it does happen every once in a while. Just randomly, you'll get a melee teleportation, and it's really random. And it's been happening since Destiny 1, but I feel like it happened slightly more in Destiny 2. I think actually, let me rephrase. I think you melee slightly more in Destiny 2 because of the fact or at least I do. Maybe that's why I only notice it a little bit more. Report makes Nat type moderator. Yeah, it I don't actually know exactly how the report system works in Destiny. No, I mean, like, I know how to report people. I just, like, I don't know, like, what exactly happens. Oh, you know what my favorite thing is in Overwatch. When you report people, occasionally, when you report people in Overwatch, you'll get a message when you turn on the game that it's Blizzard telling you, yeah, you helped get that guy banned. It's like, yay! Like, that, like, people now know he's a scumbag, and it wasn't just me. So yeah, I like that, because I don't report people unless they're like very, like, if I'm playing on PC and they're playing Overwatch, like I said, like Overwatch, they're clearly using like an aimbot or something, and somehow not already like banned. Yeah, like report them. So it's like it's cool to find out. Yeah, you helped the community. It's awesome, especially since like a lot of the time those guys think they're better than, like I hate that. People who think they're better than you because they're playing like dirtbags are the worst things. They're the worst things in gaming, in my opinion. I hate that. I hate that. And I think you could probably argue I'm playing that way at this very second because I'm using this weapon right here. But I'm also using like underpowered weapons and a sniper. So I feel like it evens it out. Huh. I've gotten so many of that weapon, the Atlanta D, recently. I've gotten like all of those weapons. I've gotten that thing like 5 times this week. 3.4. Yeah, but I can't feel good about that because that I did okay, but that enemy team was terrible. So it doesn't even count. It doesn't even count because they are terrible. Oh. Hey, Spike. Oh, looks busy today? Yeah, it is. Tonight's stream is doing pretty good, I have to say. Now, I'm not even listening to the game, actually. I'm just, you know, talking. Just because my headphones are starting to hurt my ears. Okay. I want to talk about these headphones. Blue. These blue headphones. Same brand as the microphone. Best sound I've ever had out of headphones. These are amazing. I have to hate on them, though. This padding, it's way too hard on your head. Like, it should... sorry, didn't mean to hit the microphone. Hopefully that wasn't super loud. But, like, the fact that they push into each other like that, see that? They're making contact. There's no way to make them not... Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't swear with people unless it's like, unless they're like swearing first maybe, and definitely not on stream. But like, maybe I'll just like trash talking with like a friend, like only with friends. Like we had a thing back in Destiny 1. I won't say it. I'll just say it was a B word, like the main like B word that people use, curse word. We had the raid B word. Whoever was the first person in Destiny 1 every week to die in one of the raids would be the raid B word for the rest of the week. And we've run every raid on all of our characters. And we got so fast. So fast. We would do them like instantly. And that's why it got funnier and funnier, because there would be weeks when we would go through like 2 raids before anyone died. Yeah, dog. There you go. That's the one. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Where we would go like through like 2-3 raids before somebody would die. And it was like, oh yeah, that's the other thing. Everything was their fault from that point onwards. If we ever wiped, if somebody else died because they screwed up, it was that person's fault. And it was funny because we would trash talk the crap out of that person. And like, I was probably the most, probably, but it was fun. I miss having people I know in real life and like I hang out with all the time that play the same games as me. But after Destiny 2 came out and was kind of we all dispersed. Now they're all pretty much playing Fortnite, and I just don't enjoy Fortnite. It's not my favorite. They're playing PUBG and Fortnite, like they all separated as well. So maybe someday, maybe when Destiny 2 maybe when the Forsaken comes out, maybe if that fixes it, maybe we'll then get back together. But currently I haven't played a game with those guys in like 2-3 months now. Still hanging out with them, just not in Destiny or like in gaming. bleh. Just because we all just found other games. Separate games from each other. None of us really like each other's games. I mean, that's why I said, like, never mind, whatever. So yeah, that was fun though. That's like my favorite time in gaming for myself was I loved having that team. We'd always, every week we'd be like, you guys ready for Tuesday? We're going, when hiding the B word, say quote unquote duh. Oh yeah, quote unquote dog. Quote unquote dog, even though it's a little long. Yeah. Yeah, it was, fun. I miss that. Because we wouldn't do it all on Tuesday. We wouldn't actually run every raid on Tuesday. We would run, how did we do that exactly? We'd run like 2 raids a day, I think, and that lined up to do every raid on every character every day. And we'd do like random raid, like we'd do just 2 of them a day. And yeah, and we loved all the raids. Like, my least favorite raid, now this is weird because well, other than Crota. Crota's like everybody's pretty much favorite, or least favorite raid. But this is a weird one. Most people do not think this is the second worst, but it's my second least favorite. No, and I don't even think it was even bad. It's just like my second least favorite in this first game. I never liked Oryx. Taken King. Whatever that raid was called. I was never a fan. Like, I loved it when it first came out, but like, I always preferred Vault. Vault of Glass was always my favorite. And then when what's the one called? Oh, hello, there's 3 of you. I want to not mess with you. But yeah, when Wrath of the Machines came out, that became my second favorite raid. Like that instantly took it. I love that raid. I love the fact that half of it takes place, like the braid, we always called it Zamboni. The Zamboni was like my favorite part in like any raid. I love the Zamboni. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, in Destiny 1, the last raid that came out before the game was outdated by Destiny 2. The last raid had a part where you were up on top of this decrepit bridge way above ground, right? Like way up there, so like you couldn't just like jump off. You had this bridge you were stuck on with this like death vehicle that was just going to just like crush you and kill you and burn you or stab you, whatever it would do to like whatever part you were in front of when it hit you. And you had to time it to be on it, to be like, because it would stop, but you also needed it to break down the wall on the other side of the bridge, even though you could easily just jump around it. I just want to point that out. Characters and oh, hello. Playable Guardians. I just want to point that out, Mr. Guardian. You could easily, you know, jump around it with your magical jump abilities. Your magical ability to fly. Hey, move! I won't blame him for that because he had no idea. I won't blame him. It was his fault. He didn't know. So that's a mistake. No big deal. Yeah, anyway, so we stuck on this bridge with this big vehicle, but we needed to progress the whole bridge, but you also don't want to get hit by the thing. So we need to fuel the thing. What just happened? Did he lag and like chuck a grenade and freeze? That was weird. Anyway, so I love the Zamboni though, because like it was such a fun idea, like because all the other parts in the raids were like this is a boss, shoot the boss. And like I love a lot of the bosses, right? And I don't hate that. I just like it was cool to have a part that was completely different. And so we had the part where you were running from the thing that you also needed to run, like thing, and you would also ride it. Like so you'd run from it a little bit, and then you'd like get on top of it. You'd ride it, and then you go, and it would stop, it would run out of fuel, and then you had to refuel the thing, and then also, like, and like the way that it would blow up if you didn't, like, refuel it within time. I wanted to play my own game, but, oh, see ya, dude. Have a great day, man. I hope you have a great day. I just said that twice. Anyway, thank you so much, man. I hope you have a great day. I just said it again. Well, I mean it 3 times. Triple kill. Yeah, I love the Zamboni. Such a great part of the game. How are you guys not killing this thing? Oh, that might be. Wait, what? Wait. How did I get died? And yes, I meant to say it that way. That was not an accident at all. I did it completely on purpose. How did I get died? You know what's funny is that I talk like that, to make fun of, to tease my sister, who, oh, come on, all the hammers. It's raining hammers, hallelujah. Anyway, mess with my sister because she's learning, she loves learning languages. I don't know why. She's a freak. I'm just kidding. Totally messing. I love her. Anyway, yeah, so she's learning languages, and it's messed up her English. So she'll randomly say words out, like I'll always understand what she meant, right? Because like she's my sister, so I understand, and she knows the words, but she'll completely go blank on how to phrase like a sentence, like how to like put together a sentence, because she's like learning like 3 different languages. And yeah, so she's doing that, and it's completely messed up her English, and it's hilarious because I've started to adopt it just to mess with her, just to tease her. Yeah, how did I get died? Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about. I've done that just to mess with her, because that's how she will talk sometimes. She will. A good example is Yoda. She'll start talking like Yoda around. She won't do the voice, but like the way that Yoda will be like, "Do or do not. There is no try." Like she doesn't say stuff like that, but it's like the way he like puts stuff out of order, right? And it's the front door was that. What just happened? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, it's just yeah, hilarious. That's where that comes from. But I think it's funny regardless, or kind of funny. Like I like talking like that because I think it's kind of funny. I like talking like it because, especially because it'll throw people off, but they still know what you're talking about, but they'll be like, wait, what? Also, excuse me. Pardon me. You are stupid.
Oh yeah!
Wow. This gun is really broken. I love it. Bust. Oh, Spike, thank you so much for the upvote, dude. I only barely saw it because, like you can probably see, I don't have audio. I've mentioned that like 1,000 times. I don't have audio. I just because I just took off my headphones. I could easily put them back on. A lot of times they don't hurt my ear, but sometimes randomly they'll just randomly hurt my ears, and that's how it's been today. So I was like, why not just take them off? I don't need them right now. The only reason I need them, the only thing I would need about them right now is purely just so I could hear upvotes, and follows and stuff. I hope I haven't missed any follows or subs or anything on YouTube, because subbing. Oh, if you take my sniper ammo, so help me, I kill you. I will. I don't know who you are, but I will find you, and I will kill you.
Zone C captured. You have
Here, come here.
advantage.
I dare you. Oh, you nudged me. Did you see that? My teammate nudged me and got me killed. I would have nailed that. I would have nailed that.
3 minutes.
Oh, oops. Oh, okay. That's fine. Thanks, teammate, for nudging me. I would have killed him if you hadn't nudged me. And I'm not talking about the second guy that was standing next to me as I died. I'm talking the first guy. Still complaining about that guy. Why would you nudge me? Like, I don't understand that. Like, it could just be a noob move. It's fine. No big deal. Like, it's overall fine. It's just annoying. Oh, I forgot how much damage that does. Oops. Anyway. What was I saying? Yes. So, it's just like, I don't understand. Why would you walk into your teammate when you could just walk around your teammate? Because then you nudge them and throw off their aim. Once again, it could just be a new move. Maybe he just doesn't realize what he's doing. Maybe he didn't think it through. Which is the problem. Okay, dude. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much, Xander. I hope you have a great day. And I think that's like the 7th time I said that to you today. Yeah. Yeah, just like, it's one of those things. It's like in real life. Like, why would you bump into the person when you could just not bump into the person? I don't get it. It's people that just care so little that they're just like, oh, well, screw your shoulder. I don't care about your shoulder. It's not my shoulder, so why should I care? It's like, well, how would you feel if someone did that to you? Like, what if someone just passed you and bumped you on the shoulder for no reason. Then you feel like they're the jerk, but if you do it to someone else, oh no, how dare they stand in your way? It's the same principle, but it's a video, and it really doesn't matter. Hey, Klutzy, thank you so much for tuning in, dude. Thank you so much for the upvote. Thank you. How you doing today, dude? I'm just doing the new event. Also, I leveled up again. Sacrifice your shoulder to the
Your victory
Waffle
gives the city
King.
hope, Guardians.
What? Am I missing a joke or something? Holy crap. How did I have 30 or 23 advantage kills? I'm not even paying attention. Oh, hey, I think I just maxed out my rank again. Which means more power stuff. Yeah, means more levels. Valor overflowing. Valor ranks complete. Reset now available. Your deeds in the Crucible have spawned a new generation of competitors. Though you have seized undisputed valor during your journey, a new one now begins. Never stop honoring your ability. Your opponent honing. I felt like I said that wrong. Never stop honing your abilities. Your opponents won't. Lord Shax. Press X while highlighting over a valor activity node to reset your valor. And start your climb anew. Just don't make sense. It's part of my thing. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that I wasn't like completely. I'm like, what is it like? Like you're the Waffle King. Like who was it? Markiplier was the king of the squirrels, right? That was the joke. Wait, now did I miss that joke? Or did he come up with that like joke when he was completely high out of his mind on morphine or whatever pain medication they gave him after his surgery? Was that what that was? I think that's when he came up with that like joke. Was the fact that he had just had surgery, he'd almost died, and he was on like a crazy amount of painkiller, and he was not there. The number you're trying to reach is currently unavailable. Yeah, just I think that's when that was happened, but I don't think it happened beforehand. But that's why I'm confused about is that yeah, I think that's when he came up with that joke, that like running joke. I think he was so completely out of it. He thought it was super funny, which it was super funny, but I don't think it was super funny for the reason at the time he thought it was super funny. But like at the same time, obviously I understand he like almost died and he had pain medication injected into his veins. Yeah. Okay. So. Oh, there's another one. I didn't even notice. Yeah. Anyway. So, let's go ahead and open these, I guess.
What can I do for you, Warren?
Oh, you didn't know about that? Oh, this was like 2 years ago. You're not like missing, like, oh no, Markiplier almost almost died. This is like a year or two ago now. I don't remember when it happened, but it was at least a year ago, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, he almost died because his like appendix burst, I think, was what it was, and he needed emergency surgery, and there was like a week where he didn't make videos just because he had almost died and he was at the hospital or recovering. So yeah, it was like a year ago or so, I think. Yeah, he needed like emergency surgery. It was a bummer. The thing is, well, I have 5 sisters, so just to put that into context, because I was talking about one sister earlier, I'm talking about another one. Another one of my sisters had the exact same thing happen, and it was terrifying. But that was years ago. I hardly remember it because I was so young. And you know what's hilarious? A lot of people make fun of me because I love Disney movies and stuff. I love animated movies. But my defense, I have actually I have a pretty good defense on why why Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite Disney movies. People are like, really? You watch Disney movies, especially Disney princess movies? I'm like, yeah, I love them. You want to know why? Because I grew up with 4 older sisters. I've seen them many times. Yeah, I have a few sisters. Yeah. I have 5, but 4 of them are older than me. I'm only older than one of my sisters. Yeah. I am not even the middle child. I have 1 younger brother and then 5 sisters. Big family. Very big family. Yep. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I went in to open that. That's why I was here. I couldn't remember why specifically I came back to the tower. I just ended up cleaning up my inventory and then I remember. Yeah, I love him. Zootopia is, I'm not kidding, by far one of my favorite anime. I love that movie. I love that movie. Like, that might just be one of my favorite movies. Like, that movie's phenomenal. Yeah, man, that movie's great. The thing is, I always forget that is Disney because it doesn't feel like Disney. It feels like Pixar. You know what? Okay, here. I wanna explain this. This is something that a lot of people don't know. You have a large. Oh, dude, where there's a lot of us. I have 1 brother, and part of me wishes I didn't have him. Yeah, well, me and my brother. It's really rare nowadays we don't get along. Really rare nowadays that we don't get along. Because nowadays we're talking about how we're like, dude, did you see the new episode of My Hero Academia? He's like, I know, right? That's so cool. That's what we talk about mostly nowadays is My Hero Academia. Yeah, because we don't like the same games. I love like Destiny and Destiny. I love Destiny and Skyrim. He's like playing like he's playing GTA. So it's like, oh, it's yeah, that makes sense. I don't like GTA. So he's playing like GTA. What was I saying? Yes. So how I get along with my brother. We did not used to get along though. Like absolutely not. We did not get along at all. We hated each other for years. But now we're like sort of close friends. I don't want to say best friends. Because I'm sure if I were to say that, he would burst through the door and be like, I still hate you. Yeah. Where was I headed? What was I doing? I need to reset this. That's what I was doing. I need to come in here and reset Valor rank. That's what I was doing. But yeah, so I have 1 brother, 5 sisters. That's my family. Thanks for the 2 boots and the 1 armor. Guardian Season 3. Oh, also, I think I now got the emblem. So these are probably... Does that have a thing in it? Oh, it does. I'm like, Jesus. Jesus. Judas Christ. Okay, well, the boots I have don't need it. That sort of needs it. I want these. I want to wear these. Look at how cool these look. If they ever load. There we go. Look at that. Those look awesome. I love those boots. I want to wear them. Except the perks aren't right for me. Also, I just put on a shader. That one looks pretty good with that. I think I actually looked at this, like, look for shaders to match my armor the other day. Oh, that one's actually better. That one looks better, because I think that's the same shader I'm using in the other ones. I wish I could turn this rim, the silver rim, gold. I wish I could do that. But I can't. So yeah, I'll go back to that. Okay, let's definitely inject one of these. Or fuels. There. And... Well, this isn't going to be relevant, like, tonight. Because tonight I'm going to get 400 power level, or 405 power level boots tonight. So, like 400, not 380. So, it's not going to be relevant anymore tonight. Yes. So, what else did I want to do? Sure. Yeah, sure. Let's infuse them into my Ophidian aspects. I always almost call these the Obsidian aspect, because the fact in Destiny 1 there was a Warlock helmet that I used all the time called the Obsidian Mind. So I have the word Obsidian in my brain place for Warlock armor pieces. So whenever I see that word, I'm always like, oh, it's the Obsidian. It's the Obsidian aspect. but it's Ophidian. It's the Ophidian aspect. Okay, and then once again, I don't want to tune in anything over here. I need to do a Nightfall now. That's all I have to do. All I have to do, and then there we go. And then I have 400 power armor, and I can finally open up all my power and engrams I have hanging around the tower everywhere. And then also do a raid, because raid gives high power armor, or high power.
No substitute for a full magazine.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, I've actually been supposed to end the stream for like almost 20 minutes now because I gotta go, and plus I'm hungry anyway. I was talking to you and also doing a few knickknacks in the game. So, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Especially Spike right now, dude. You talking is fantastic. I love having someone to talk to about stuff. Thank you so much for sticking around, man. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great night. And, oh, you've been gone. Oh, I was actually saying bye to you. Well, not just you, but like everybody. I was saying sorry, but I do have to go. I really appreciate that you tuned in. I really hope I was able to brighten your day even slightly. Oh, okay, dude. Awesome. Thank you. Like I said, I really hope I hope I was able to brighten your day even slightly like you were able to brighten mine. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I can't end. I am the worst at outros. See you next week on Monday. You guys can find all my information that is required down in the description or whatever. I put it everywhere on some platform, and every platform. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye. I need to find the thing so I can...
The following video contains no real political opinions, just bad jokes. Hi.
Hi, man. That's good. Enjoy your high.
How are you?
Oh, I'm good, man. What's going on with you?
We're all soldiers. I'm just playing as myself in Overwatch. Thought I'd have some fun.
That's a nice voiceover, man. I like that. You a voice actor?
Maybe someday. That's the hope.
Okay.
Oh man, if he's Soldier 76, I'll be Jar Jar Banks.
Oh, Gooberfish.
Close. Not good enough, though.
Oh, I'm actually Bug the Fourth.
Not.
Would you rather me talk like this?
Or like this.
Yeah.
I could talk like the president. The best president.
Let's go.
Number one president.
Good.
Although that's only my opinion.